Session 79, Cold Lands, Hope and Despair. It's probably been close to, probably about a month, maybe 3 or 4 weeks since we last met. But I'll give you guys a quick little recap of what happened last time. So, in the last session, you guys were on your way towards the military outpost with Arbiter Baruch and small fleet. You had a fleet of a destroyer, a breaker, and 4 skiffs. Some of you were on one of the skiffs with Baruch. Most of the party was on the destroyer, making your way in there when you guys were set upon by a swarm, or whatever you want to call it, of these chaos pods that they had warned you guys about. Pretty much once they hit the ships, most of the crew, there's only a select few of these little, contraptions they use to kind of catch them and throw them off the ship. They tried to catch all of them, but some of them didn't quite make it to them. They snuck in through some side windows. Everybody kind of scrambled to fight them and try to get them off the ship. During the battle, at one point, just to highlight a few things that happened. I'm probably going to miss a few. But Professor P sent his construct, Baymax, off the ship, careening into one of the things to throw him off the ship. And then about 3 other people went after Baymax to try to save him from basically disappearing and falling into the chaos beyond that. Including of those that went off the ship, I believe was Twig was one of them, went flying off into nowhere and was trying to get the chaos pod off of Baymax. But long story short, Professor P did a little magical trap thing on the front of the ship that erupted a bunch of tentacles that was able to basically save Baymax, and at the same time create like a giant flail on the front of the ship for a little bit.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
And I'm trying to remember who all it was that struck the things that made them explode onto some of the crew. I'm wanting to say it was either Twig or Professor P. Did I get that wrong, guys?
P, Professor.
Yeah, that'd be right.
Okay. So several of the crew, including Twig, got some of the splatter from these things when they died. So Twig is now missing one eye and missing, 2 fingers off your right hand? Is that what we end up rolling for, Jason?
Yep.
Okay. So didn't miss an arm, but he's missing 2 fingers off of his right hand from this. The Zerth that was below on the skiff came up and kind of stopped the spreading of this, whatever it is, on some of the crew members. And I think, Twig, you healed yourself to stop the spreading of it, correct? Okay. On the other ship, I don't think anybody I'm almost positive none of the party got struck by it, but several of the crew members did. I think one of the grunts got hit, but nobody died. The most grievous one of the crew that got hit is on the skiff, where he lost, I believe, part of an arm and part of his face. Yeah, he was pretty far gone, but they did stop the spreading of it. So you guys eventually were able to successfully basically jettison all of the chaos pods off the ship, or make them explode in front of everybody. And it was after that time frame as which the other 4 skiffs kind of all reconvened next to you guys. So all the ships are within each other, but you are missing the breaker. You guys have lost contact with the breaker ship as well. An important fact with that, on the breaker is where Brevin and Immelsen were. They weren't on either one of your ships, they were on the breaker, so the breaker's gone missing. And that's where we left off. Anything that I missed that you guys can recall? Oh, one other thing. So, yeah, also during the battle, I think several of you, if not all of you, at some point or another noticed large tentacles kind of reaching out from the chaos, almost like they were swatting at or trying to catch those chaos pods. They never attacked the ship. They never seemed to attack any of you guys, but you did see that during the battle as well. Okay? So with that being said, let me switch the map over to where you guys left off and leave it up to you guys. So you may have to zoom out a little bit when you go into this one. I think I said 50% or less. And I'll do a quick shift click. So here's some of your folks are on the destroyer right here. And some of you are over here on the skiff. Alright, guys. So, what would you like to do next? Professor P wants to be a spike shield on the Baymax. What's he doing with that?
He's doing his wrecking ball power.
Oh, on what?
The chaos at the moment.
Oh, okay. All right, guys, what are you doing?
Didn't we just fight like a huge tentacled guy? Didn't we like meet the other ship? And I know you just kind of recapped it, but that was the last thing I remember. I thought there was like big tentacles or something, or a big creature that.
Yeah, you guys saw some giant tentacles kind of reaching out from the edge of the chaos, or the edge of your vision, which you can see out. You guys, just to recap, you guys, well, I got these circles around each ship. That's the extent of your sight. Beyond that, it's just chaos. It could be fire, it could be boulders, it could be water, whatever it is. You just can't see it beyond that because it is the chaos itself. As you guys recall, the Arbiters have this power to basically create this bubble of air-dominant bubble around the ships. But beyond that, it's still the chaos, if that makes sense. But yeah, you did see these giant tentacles kind of reach out every once in a while, the edges of this bubble, but none of you ever interacted with it.
Now, I remember I was heading down to one level below because there was some noise at the front of the ship.
Right.
And I think I just made my way there when we ended.
Correct. This grunt that I've kind of moved into the quarters here was outside that, and he was battling with one of the things, and he got struck a couple times.
Oh, okay.
So I've moved kind of... Go ahead.
Professor P's going to ask Zundal, how long till they get...
How long till they get to where?
How much farther is it, Zundal?
Hold on a minute. I gotta make sure I told myself I was going to do the right voices and role playing. I just gotta remember which one he is.
Good
Oh
luck
yeah,
with that.
there it is. Well, I don't know where we're going yet. You know, we just from what Baruch says, we've lost the breaker.
Come here. Come here.
So we're at least a good 2 hours from the military post, but I think we should be looking for the breaker. Don't you think?
What does it look like?
It's a ship. It's a big ship. It's the biggest of the ship. Didn't you see it when we left the docks?
Are we literally just looking for the other ship that our friends...
You guys you don't know about that. I mean, you guys, all the ships are traveling in the same direction, but you don't know if there's... Yes?
Wouldn't it make sense to you that that breaker would continue toward the outpost, and that we should do the same?
I agree, but it seems odd that we can't call it. We can't reach it. He's not responding.
Well, I know it's odd, but at least one of us should go ahead and see if they're there while the others maybe search, and we could come back and find each other.
True. That's not my call, though.
Very well. Your ship.
That's not my ship. That's not my ship. This is Baruch's. I'm just here to kind of, keep people from turning into these damn pods. And kind of looks down at your hand a little bit and says, "You okay? Are you going to be okay?"
It's a little soft. It'll be okay.
I don't remember if he's got the power to regenerate that. Let me look. I am a shitty DM. Can't remember all those fills I got. Nope. I didn't think so. It's like one of the Anarchs can regrow that for you. Unfortunately, I don't have that capability.
He looks at kind of points to not interested. Thanks.
All right, very well then. So I'll head back downstairs and tend to the wounded, unless there's something else you need.
No. Do you need help with the wound?
All right, and he kind of makes himself back down to the lower decks over here. All right, so let me do this. 5. Toman, You are approached by this one tall, lanky-looking Gith. Comes looking down at you a little bit. He starts speaking in a very, or she starts speaking in a very broken kind of common language. Says, Baruch. He says he's hurt. He's lost contact with the breaker. I don't know what this means, but we can't. We shouldn't just leave them behind. But I don't know. Did you see the breaker? Did you see where it went?
No, I did not see which direction it went into.
Oh, you're not good at anything. And he kind of walks away from you. Walks over to Usul.
Kind of shrug, and I keep peering over the railing to see if maybe I could see something, but yeah.
So Strala walk up to Usul next. Usul, did you see where the breaker went? We've lost contact. Usul? Did we lose Usul? Did you guys lose me? You guys hear me okay?
I hear you.
I hear you. I see Asul highlighting on Discord as if he's talking, but I don't hear him.
He says, I am hearing no mic. Uh-oh, that's not good.
Need to look inside pipes.
What the hell was that? It's like a commercial just chimed in there.
Sorry, I had a pop up.
No worries.
Usul, can you hear us? Or
Hey, he put in Discord, he says, I am hearing no mic. I don't know if you can hear us, though. Just fine, he says. I guess that means he can hear us just fine. Alright, well, if you get your mic brought back in, we'll pick back up on that conversation here. So basically, back on the other ship, Onak and Zundal are kind of scanning the skies a little bit as well.
Test.
Oh, there you go. You're back.
Jeez. Sorry about that.
So, did you catch what I was saying that Sarala was doing?
Yeah, and I replied, were they not going in the same direction we are?
Well,
That's what I saw.
she's like, well, yeah, but we all kind of split up when we got waylaid by these frickin' pods.
Last I saw, same direction.
Alright, so who's below deck over here? I think Silith and Sylvia are below deck. You guys staying where you are? Silith and Sylvia? Oh, Silith's not here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of gonna stay. I guess I didn't hear anything from the thumb. Oh yeah, he was fighting that, so I guess maybe I'll look out the windows of the openings down here.
Okay. So as you're looking out those windows over there, one of the crew members is going to walk up to you and kind of start speaking in Gith to you and kind of pointing back the other direction, back in this general direction over here, towards the back of the ship.
I guess I'll go. I mean, I don't have any particular reason not to. Does he follow me out, or is he just saying, like, get out of my way?
No, he's like kind of trying to get you to follow him.
Okay, I'll follow.
He's going to lead you all the way up past all the ballistas up here to where the other arbiters are.
Okay.
And once he reaches here, he'll kind of just point at you, and he'll point at the main arbiter right here, and this Gith will turn to you and start speaking again in broken common. It says, "I've received a message from Baruch. He got a message from Breaker. Yes, you've heard that we've lost them. Yes."
No, that's the first I'm hearing of it.
Says
Do we know what happened?
Says message says they overwhelmed by pods. They lost most crew, but few of them survived. They barricaded themselves in the pilot room, and they asking us to go look for them. I just wait for word from Baruch whether we continue or not. So he kind of looks
Sorry,
to you.
you
Go ahead.
you cut out there in the. I missed the last thing that that they said.
Shit, I'm breaking up again. I'm sorry, guys. So he basically told you guys that they got a message from the Arbiter on the breaker, and that message was cryptic in nature. It just basically said, overwhelmed by pods, we've lost most of the crew, we're now barricaded in the pilot room, those that survived. Something outside, I cannot control the ship, send help.
Then I go, we should go get them.
And he kind of nods at you. He said, just waiting for word from Baruch. And over the course of the next 5-10 minutes, everybody on the crew would get the same message that Baruch had received, that sending message from the breaker. So eventually, everyone on board will understand that message was sent out. And actually, back over on the skiff, Baruch will hand over the ship to Sanoon, and he'll come up top to kind of have the conversation with the two of you, Dr. P and Twig. And he's the one that basically shares about this message that he received from them. He says, I feel obligated to go look for them. The military outpost will always be there waiting for us, but I feel the need to go look for them. Do you agree with this?
Yes. Do we have a bearing?
30 feet in front of you. How are you going to look for them in the wide expanse of this space? He says annoyed.
He just kind of looks down at you a little sternly, a little bit. Says, we have our ways, but we cannot leave a man out there like this. It's just not. It's not the way. It's not the Gith way. You leave it to me.
Calm down, P. Let's go get the ship.
So same thing on the destroyer. Unless you guys want to disagree with this, this is kind of where Baruch is heading. And with that, Baruch will head back downstairs, and you guys will feel all the ships. Right now, the destroyer's right in the middle, and you got two skiffs on each side of it, all kind of going like the same path. Occasionally, a skiff will go in and out from the boundaries of the bubble within the destroyer, but it always comes back within a couple minutes to within sight of everybody, as you guys all continue kind of making the same path. Almost seems like you're winding a little bit back and forth, and this goes on for a couple hours before you guys, actually the guys in the skiff will see this first. If you're going, are you guys staying up on deck during this search?
Twig's climbed a mast.
Okay.
Professor P's right where he's at right there. He's kind of curious, because the tentacles aren't going to last very long, so he's going to use that rope and kind of pull Baymax in.
Okay. All right, that's right. Yeah, all these green things will eventually disappear like that. How long does that last? An hour? Or 10 minutes? I forget. Does it say on your
I
thing?
have to check. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming after a couple hours they're probably going to be gone, but if you tell me otherwise, that's fine.
Yeah, one minute. That would just be during combat, so he probably have known that.
Okay. So since you
Race
guys,
him or no?
yeah, well, they're on the map layer. I'll do that in a second. So basically, the guys on the ship right here, since you're on the skiff, you kind of go out ahead a little bit and then come back, go out to the right a little bit and come back. You guys are kind of making like the scouting little routes, but always coming back to the destroyer after a couple minutes. So you guys on the skiff here first are the first ones to see it. You guys are move forward a little bit, and you guys actually break through a section of the chaos that opens up into a giant, vast, air-dominant pocket. It's probably about 500-foot diameter air pocket with all kinds of chaos along the outer rims of that. And without even a perception check, you guys will be able to see that far off on the other side of this bubble that you guys just come into, you can see what appears to be a ship that's not under power, it's just kind of floating in space. And you can also see there's some kind of a large tentacled creature on the other side of it, almost with a couple of tentacles wrapped around it. So right now you guys are probably about 400 feet away from it. As a matter of fact, let me do this. I forgot I put this in here last week. So 1 second as I put some stuff onto the map layer.
And Brian, don't erase it. What Professor P is just going to go out to the end there and put another trap so that if we encounter any more foes, it'll be a trapped area that'll slow them down and grab.
Okay, that's fine. I'll leave it there. So let me do this. If I can put these onto the... let's put them on a token layer. Let's do that. So if you guys look, if I do a shift click, shift click working for you guys? Did it move you guys all up to the upper left hand corner of the screen? Oh, because I'm not on the... Here, let me do this. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the wrong layer.
That did the trick.
Alright, so those of you on the ship with Baruch, you're on this little ship right here. Well, the first ones to come through it. The rest of you guys are on this little destroyer right here. And here is the breaker you guys see. And this green line represents the air pocket of air dominant part of chaos. And everything outside of that is going to be, fire or boulders or wind, water, acid, necrotic, whatever. But you guys can see the breaker ship over here on the far edge, about 400 feet from you guys, with the large tentacled thing kind of wrapped around it.
So it's under attack right now.
You can assume that, yes. As soon as all the ships break through, they all start making kind of a beeline for the breaker right there. Now, I'm not going to make you guys sit there and move every single one of them, but the skiffs can move faster than the destroyer. So Baruch is definitely going to take the lead and get these guys up there as fast as he can. The destroyer is going to be kind of lagging behind a little bit because he can't go quite as fast. Okay?
Twig suggests to Baruch that the skiff should try to surround it, not come in at one angle.
Okay. Are you going down below to tell him that?
I'll have to, because that's where he's at.
Okay. All right. So as you go down, you see him, and
Twig, yell it to me!
Twig just shakes his head and keeps going below.
So as you go down to the arbiter's room, you can see it's like almost like a throne that he sits in, and he's got these almost like tentacles that come out and wrap around a couple of his arms and around his neck, and he's got this weird-looking leather helmet that's got some of the tentacles kind of going into it as well, and his eyes are kind of glazed over as you come up to him in this throne room. It doesn't seem to even recognize the fact that you're there, but as you approach, he just kind of nods a little bit.
Tell the others to surround it. Don't come in as a group.
He kind of nods again as you do that, and you can feel the ship kind of shifting in one direction.
Twig heads back to deck.
Okay. Anything particular you guys are doing back on the destroyer?
Not much to do. I'm just going to keep an eye out.
Okay. Is everybody up top on the deck?
I am.
Okay. So go ahead and position yourselves on the various ships down below, the bigger ships. Where are you going to be at as we approach?
Hey, Brian, did you say that now there's this new air bubble that's like we can see the breakers? So, I mean, could I do the scopes on the crossbows and short bows? Or
Yeah, you got plenty of time to do it. Like I said, it was about 400 feet away, and these skiffs move at, I'm drawing a blank, either 90 or 120 feet, I think, per round. So you got several rounds to do that if you want. But yeah, everything in this green circle is air dominant, so you can see, within 100 foot, that 100 foot diameter basically is what that is. Not 100 foot, 500 foot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, Professor P is going to hand his scope to Twig as he comes back upstairs to go wherever he's going.
Okay.
What's this contraption for?
Put it on your bow and you'll see.
I don't need to put it on my bow to see.
Use your one good eye through it. It'll help you shoot better.
Okay, fine. And he fumbles as he tries to...
All right, so I just moved the skiffs randomly. Is that kind of what you were thinking there, Twig, since you kind of gave Baruch the suggestion?
1 second, I gotta move back that part of the map.
Sorry.
I was looking at something else. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I need everybody that's on the skiff right now to give me a perception check, please.
I have really got to train his perception skill at some point.
So that's the only two on the deck. All right, so I guess I'll have to roll for some of the other guys since you guys suck. All right, so one of the guys
Keep in mind, he's your ranger, guys.
All right, so I'll say that it was the monk Zindal. He kind of points out to the towards the ship over there, and he informs you guys that the tentacled thing, and he calls it something in Gith that you don't quite understand. He says it appears like it's snatching things out of the air, and it's got its tentacles wrapped around and actually stuck inside part of the ship as well. And he said there's some things you can see it kind of floating or jumping off the ship, but he can't quite make out what they are. So you guys can do what you want with that information. Keep it to yourselves. It's up to you.
Twig uses his one good eye to try to look through the scope that he's now affixed to his thing to see if he gets a better view.
Okay. Does that give you, like, what's that do? I didn't even read it over there.
Advantage on perception. I should have thought about that, but yeah, we both had advantage.
Okay, so go ahead and roll it again, guys. If you're really good, you might get more information. No. Okay, you can see the same thing pretty much the monk does. The ships are
Twig
going
just stares intently at it and waits as the ship gets closer to see what he can make out. Wait a minute. Does it look like it's feeding?
Does it look like it's feeding? Again, your perception roll was a what? A 16?
Yeah.
I'll let you make another another perception roll if and when you guys move closer.
Okay, that's fine. I was just wondering more.
Okay. Second verse, same as the first on the destroyer, guys. Just moving closer.
Yes, here.
Okay.
Roger, Roger.
All right. So one more for the guys on the skiff. There you go, Professor P. And definitely not Twig. That was with advantage? Holy crap.
I got to roll again. I forgot to set the advantage. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, that's much better. All right. So also the guys on the story can also do this as well. They're close enough now. So everyone on the destroyer, roll me a perception check to see if you notice this as well before I say what it is. Oh, of course, Usul rolls like a madman. Oh, look at that. Two guys that are further back actually see at the same time Professor P does. All right, so Professor P, Usul, and Sylvia, y'all notice you can see that the tentacled thing, as these blobs jump off the ship, you see it reach out with a tentacle and grab it, and you see it kind of pull the thing back underneath the thing, basically up into its center core of itself. And you can see there's several other these blobs jumping off. You recognize them as the chaos pods, are basically jumping off the ship and into the chaos. And this thing is just kind of snatching them up out of the air as it can. But it does have several tentacles kind of stuck in through broken holes on the ship as well.
So there's like a big creature and it's eating the chaos pods.
That's basically what you saw. It's snatching things out of the air. It's got other tentacles that are kind of sprawling about the deck of the ship and reaching in through holes of the ship.
This sounds vaguely familiar.
Familiar to...
Like last Sunday.
It wasn't eating any of us, though, last Sunday.
It
Yeah.
tried.
Okay. Yeah, see, you stole my idea. Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, well, you know.
All right, so what are you guys doing? You want to continue to have move closer to the ship, or what do you guys want to do?
I say keep moving in.
I'm sorry,
Get me
Tolman?
within firing range, Twig.
I say
I don't know,
keep moving
how
in.
close are we actually?
Okay, these ships are, the skiffs are like 40 feet long, so I'd say it's probably about 80 to 100 feet from this skiff to this thing there. Whereas this is
Okay,
probably
well,
closer to like 300 from the
Twiggs is blind as
destroyer.
a bat, so he probably can't see a chaos pod to shoot at it.
I guess with that scope you'd shoot with normal range, right?
Well, yeah.
Anything in that dart, Professor P? Or just like to stab yourself with a dart?
Oh, a juicy dose of adrenaline, my friend.
Okay.
P, what's it doing? I can't make it out.
It
What's it?
appears to be eating more of those pods. Let's wait and shoot those pods right as it's about to eat them, and they'll explode.
Wait, it'll just eat all the pods and leave, maybe.
But maybe it won't, and maybe it'll eat the ship. So let's explode them right before it eats them.
And then the ship and it dies.
Well, no, we wait till after it's outside the ship. I've learned my lesson.
Do you think you can hit it?
I can hit it.
Well, then let's hit it.
Let's hit it.
Alright, if you guys are attacking, let's roll initiative.
Well, that's on the other ship. We're not aware of what they're
Yeah,
talking
you're
about.
totally unaware what we're doing.
Yeah.
Well, everybody go ahead and roll initiative so we got out of the way, whether you're going to attack or not.
This sounds awesome.
Yeah, I got a crap initiative roll too.
I failed to click my character before I hit initiative. Do you want me to do it again, or?
No, I'll
Or
put it.
use
I'll put it in
my
1
second?
second. I just got to drop one of these in.
Okay.
Don't worry, that's not a giant chaos pod. It's just putting it in there so I can get him in the initiative order.
So, Brian, we kind of saw this tentacle thing for a brief moment, and then it disappeared. And now, when we found the breaker, it appears to be underneath the breaker. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's wrapped. It's got its tentacles wrapped around pretty much half of the breaker right now.
Can I do any kind of mechanical check to see, like, if it's hurting the ship, like if the ship's in any danger or anything like that, or do we see any those kind of things?
If you were closer, I'd give you probably advantage on the check, but it'd just be a regular perception check right now to see if you can determine that.
I was going to use like the history, like technological, that kind of stuff. But okay.
I didn't see it if you rolled it.
Twig shot at one of the
No,
pods.
I didn't roll it.
Usul, I gotta drop your character thing in here just so I can add you to the turn order, I think.
I gotta wait till we actually see like an enemy on the screen for me to target. I don't think my stuff's set up.
What did you roll, Usul?
7.
7. Okay, is everybody in?
Roger, Roger.
Okay, so let me sort this. I want to take it from the top. All right, Tolman.
I don't see Sylvia.
Sylvia? Did we lose you? Or did you not roll initiative? Oh, she got a 7 there. Well, let me drop her in here just so I can add her to the turn order. Got lots of 7s tonight. All right, Tolman, so I'll let you decide or talk about what you want to do first as you guys are approaching.
I'm just going to keep looking forward as we get closer to see if the bigger creature is just more interested in eating on the pods and just happens to be holding on to the ship for like leverage, or if it's actually attacking.
Okay. All right, so that's it for your turn. Are you holding an action to do anything, or are you just...
Nope, that's
Okay.
it. I'll just keep looking.
Okay. All right, so this guy's turn. Doesn't seem to be paying the other ships any attention. just continue the same thing. You see the occasional pod jump out. It tries to catch one of them. About 3 of them jump. It catches one, pulls it back underneath it. Continues the other tentacles kind of reaching inside. You see it pull one out of the ship and bring something up into the center side of it as well. But that's all it does. All right, Dr. P, what are you doing?
Dr. P is suddenly hesitant of his course of action. I'm going to look at the warrior, Braylon or whatever, who's on our ship and say, or no, he's not on our ship. Which is one on our ship? The monk, Zundal.
Uh-huh.
Say, Zundal, are these big tentacle creatures good or bad?
Says, I don't know. We've never encountered one.
I'll proceed with as planned then.
Which is what?
All right, so Professor P, as this creature's trying to grab tentacles, Professor P is specifically not trying to hit the creature itself. What he wants to do is, as a tentacle is being like either pulled in or near the creature but away from the ship, he's trying to target one of those exploding creatures. Is that possible? Does he have any of those around him right now?
Well, if you time it right, you'll see one wrapped up in his tentacle as he pulls it out from inside the ship, or another one that he's trying to like grab out of the air that tries to leap off of the ship.
That's kind of what I'm looking for with sharpshooter. Ranged attacks ignore, half and 3/4 cover. Is that something that he could kind of?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
All right, he's gonna shoot one of the creatures that just evaded the tentacle.
Okay.
Not one in the tentacle.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and let's see your attack. Yeah, from the ship. Again, they're jumping this direction, so that's going to be okay. 320. Okay, that's just
hit 20 piercing damage.
So that doesn't disregard like the distance requirements on a bow, right? Just disregards.
So I assumed we were within 80 feet. If we aren't within 80 feet, then it's at disadvantage.
Oh, right, you're on the skiff. Sorry, I was thinking destroyer. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, and I have no disadvantage for long range. So the short bow can actually shoot 320 feet.
Holy shit.
So with no disadvantage.
All right, I got to remember how many hit
So
points
it's
these things
21 to
have.
hit and 20 damage on the little, not the tentacle creature, but the pod that just evaded a tentacle attack.
Okay, and this is one that he did not have in his grasp, right?
Correct, but one that would have been close to it I just kind of want to see what happens when he shoots it.
Okay.
If it recoils or if it's kind of used to it, or just trying to kind of drive the creature off is the goal with using these tentacle pods, explosive capabilities as a means to do.
Okay, so just so I'm clear before I say it, you're shooting the Chaos Pod, not the big spawn thing, right?
Correct. I'm not shooting the spawn thing at all.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you find your mark easy enough, and you see it kind of slam into it. You see it kind of start flipping and rotating in space, and its trajectory changes and goes towards a different section of the chaos. But it doesn't explode.
Well, that's disappointing. He fires another quick shot.
The same one?
At the same one.
Okay. That's it.
Sorry, my stuff disappeared. Short bow attack. I'm having to click on my character on a different part of the map.
You can drag him over if you want, if it makes it easier.
Oh, well, that didn't work too well. But, 9 to hit, so I assume it missed.
No, these things are just a big blob of nothing. You hit it.
Oh, well then,
You hit the
damage to it.
When you hit it the first time, it kind of moved like 10 feet further away from the big monster, but your second shot does hit, it explodes, and you don't seem to see any kind of reaction whatsoever from that spawn thing.
Okay, but one less chaos pod, correct?
Yep.
Sweet. All right,
Okay.
That's it for Professor P for right now.
Okay. Twig, what are you doing?
Twig shot at one of the chaos pods near the ship, just to see what would happen.
Okay. Let's see it.
I already rolled it. He got a 12.
Oh, did I miss it up above? Or did you?
Yeah, it's up above.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, one on the ship. Give me is it close to one of the tentacles? Is it what part of the ship is it by? I'll leave it up
No.
to you.
just nearby the creature if he can find one. If not, he's not worried about it. Just shooting one of the pods.
Okay. Yeah. So your arrow finds its mark. These things aren't hard to hit, and it sinks right into it, right through it, and it kind of sticks into the floor of the deck. You see it kind of squirm a little bit as parts of it kind of fall off, but it kind of dissolves off of it, and then kind of shimmies away from it a little bit. I gotta write this shit down on a different piece of paper.
Yeah. This bubble we're in is full of air, right?
Yes, everything within the green is air dominant. Beyond the green is where it starts turning to more chaos, whether it's fire or brimstone or whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you're doing, Twig?
No. Though he's going to get closer to the deck rail so he can do something next turn.
Okay. All right. All right, Usul, you're probably about 300 feet away from the spawn thing.
Okay, I'm just going to take a really good look at the spawn thing and try to determine what it's actually doing, whether it's hostile to the ship or if it is just trying to feed.
Okay, so you're trying to discern whether or not it's hostile or not. All right, so give me a nature check or survival, either one. I'm good with either one of them. Oh yeah. So you're trying to determine whether it's hostile to the what you said?
The ship.
Hostile to the ship. All right, so you can definitely tell this thing is eating the pods. You can't really tell if this thing created the holes in the ship or if the holes were already there, but it doesn't appear to be purposely trying to destroy the ship. It is rummaging its tentacles through the open holes in it, but you don't see it like trying to eat the ship or destroy the ship. It's just trying to get to these pods.
Okay. And that Gith that talked to us in halting common, I'm going to tell him that.
That the thing doesn't seem like it's hostile to the ship?
Yeah, exactly what I see there. That it appears to only be feeding.
Okay. He seems to kind of like nod in agreement, and then he shouts something in Gith to one of the crew members, and they run underneath to the lower deck. Okay. Anything else, Usul?
That's it.
Okay. And these guys. Okay. So you'll see several more jumping off, and actually you'll see 2 or 3 of them jumping off. I guess not towards the skiff, but kind of in that general direction, away from the spawn thing. But they're definitely jumping kind of within close proximity of the ship on each side of it. None of them are jumping towards the destroyer. They all seem to be kind of jumping out, wanting to get back into the chaos. But you see, without a perception check, I'll just say roughly a dozen of them are jumping off the ship away from that spawn into the chaos. Okay. Sylvia, what are you doing?
How close is our, I guess, our skiff to the destroyer?
It's still 300 feet. Once we get to the bottom of the round, it'll move its another 80, 90 feet.
I just need to check one thing. Yeah, I don't think at the moment there's really anything I can do. So 300, still nothing. Okay. I will hold an action if anything approaches. Actually, you know what? I am just gonna ready a dodge in case anything comes my way.
Okay.
Because I don't have anything with that kind of range.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot to put this guy in here a while ago. That's my reminder of what's going on here.
Is anyone else getting like a crazy lag? I cannot type at all on Roll20. Like, it's just going insane.
Is Discord the same way?
No, Discord's being fine. It's just Roll20. Sorry, it's probably my computer doing some kind of update or something I'm not aware of.
I can see Usul typing right now.
Yeah, mine went just fine.
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Alright, so turn 100, whatever that may be. Alright, so you guys all see, no need for perception check. This one, this skiff right here, fires its ballista and misses it. Goes wide of the breaker. You can't tell if it's trying to hit the breaker or if it's trying to hit this thing, but it missed badly. And one of the front cannons on this one shoots as well. Where is my character sheet for that? I'm just going to roll. And you see the cannon slam into the edge of this tentacle beast, and you see all of its arms kind of come from outside of the breaker itself, and they start kind of flailing about. And you see it kind of turn, like it's maybe getting ready to go towards the destroyer. And then it moves closer. And these guys are not going to get any closer, but they're going to stay within range of this. All the skiffs are. And you guys on the destroyer hear some shouting down below in Gith. Toman, you're up. Your ship is now within roughly 220 feet of it.
To start moving towards us, as in the destroyer.
Not moving towards you, but you saw it pulled all of its tentacles out, and you can, just like you see on the screen here, it kind of turned a little bit to the right, and its head is starting to kind of either look towards these guys and maybe starting to turn towards the destroyer. Not really sure.
And did it finish eating all of the chaos pods?
Give me a perception. You can still see there are several on the deck of the ship, and there's still occasionally one or two of them kind of leaping off the ship trying to get away.
All right, so it's drawn its attention to us. And it's not within range of my hand crossbow or anything. So I'll have to hold the action, because if it approaches and looks like it's going to attack and it gets within my hand crossbow range, I will shoot.
Okay.
If not, I will hold my action.
Okay. Very good. Oh yeah, I gotta change him real quick. Alright, so you're holding your action to shoot with your crossbow if it comes within range, right?
If it appears to be attacking the ship and is within range, yes.
Okay. Alright. Alright, so you watch as this thing continues to turn. If I can grab it where I can turn it, oh screw it. It turns, it kind of sweeps off the edge of the breaker, kind of bumping it, and the breaker kind of starts spinning ever so slightly. And it looks like it's just heading in between you guys. But doesn't seem to be attacking, but it's kind of heading off in that general direction.
Okie doke.
Dr. P?
Are there any more chaos pods visible?
Yeah, you can still see there's occasionally some jumping off the ship. You can probably still see a few of them that are on the deck. It's definitely a lot less than it was before, because that previous round, probably about a dozen of them leapt off. You can probably see about 3 or 4 more still on the deck.
Professor P is going to target one of them that isn't near any friendlies.
Okay.
and he's going to he could shoot 3 attacks right now. There's 3 shots with his adrenaline going.
Okay.
So we'll play it by ear. He'll shoot 2, and then another one if Twig might be targeting 1.
Okay. Let's see him.
So 13 to hit and 17 damage on the first one.
Yeah, that one explodes. You see it kind of erupt. Bits and pieces of it go flying.
So he's going to switch to another one in a similar situation.
Mm-hmm.
25 to hit and 18 damage.
That one explodes. There's 2 more left on the deck, as you can see.
And 14 to hit and 20 damage.
3 down. 1 left.
That's it for Professor P. Baymax, don't go anywhere. That's it.
All right, Twig.
How
doing?
close is the skiff to the breaker?
It's maintaining probably about a 60 to 80 foot range.
Is it above it or below it?
Is what above it or below it?
Is the skiff above or below the breaker?
You can see the main deck, if that's what you're going for.
No, I want to know if the skiff is higher than the breaker.
Well, we're in 3-dimensional, so technically, how the skiff is oriented, you can see the main deck. So it's almost like you're straight above it, if you were straight above it, if that made sense. Both of you are kind of sitting sideways.
Okay, I got to make a roll.
Okay.
And how far? About 80 foot away?
Yeah, 60 to 80.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay. Twig targets 2 of the pods on the in or around the breaker with his
Okay.
bow.
You can only see 1 left on the deck.
He'll target it.
Okay. Yeah. Only 8 though, right?
Yeah, only 8.
Okay. So you hit it. And the kind of same thing the last one did. Kind of parts of it break off, but it dissolves and kind of transforms into something different. It's got legs on it and starts kind of scurrying across the deck.
I shoot that.
Another 6. 6 damage.
Yep.
Okay. You kind of slam into one of its little tentacle legs. The leg seems to kind of break and dissolve off. You see it kind of limp a few more steps, and then it regrows another leg and keeps on scurrying across the deck.
Damn, Pete, shoot that! Shoot that!
Is that it for Twig?
That's what we can do.
Okay. Usul?
I'm just going to shake my head and pass my turn.
Okay. Oh, Tolman, before I forget, this thing is within range of you, but again, it wasn't attacking, so I'm assuming you weren't taking your reaction, right?
Correct. If it was not attacking, I was not going to attack it.
Okay. All right. So I'm sorry, Usul. Back to you.
Oh, no, I don't have anything. I'm just going to let it go.
Okay. Alright, so that one that you guys can see kind of scurries down one of the stairs below deck of the breaker. Can't really see anything else on the deck as far as these pods are concerned. Okay, Sylvia, you're up.
Okay, and so now we're closer to the boat now the destroyer by 90.
Yeah, you're roughly about 220 feet from the boat now.
Okay, and that tentacled monstrous thing, how far is that away from?
Oh, it's closer. It's like
Same
more like
thing?
40 to 50 feet.
I am going to blast it with I'm gonna blast it with a. You know what? Why don't we try acid splash? No, that's 60 feet. Sorry. No, I can hit it.
He's within 60 feet.
And so that should be 3d6 now because we're level 11.
Right. Sorry, I didn't change that. Yeah, level 11. Okay, so that should be 3d6 now.
Is that an attack or a save?
A dex saving throw.
What's the DC?
It would be 6.
Oh shit! I sent it to myself. I'll roll it again and make it public.
Is that because it failed and you want to pass?
You don't know, do you? What was the DC?
16.
Okay. So is that like half damage on a fail?
It's a cantrip, so I'm pretty sure it. Actually, let me just double check. I'm pretty sure. Acid splash, because this was before I could drag and drop stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see here. Yeah, if I assume it, since it doesn't say what happens if it fails, it automatically hits if you miss. Duh. No, just kidding. I assume it means that no damage happened.
Okay. All right. So you send your acid splash, just kind of careens off into the chaos and disappears. Get some feedback from you there, Sylvia.
Sorry. Yeah, it just floats off into the chaos, hopefully hitting something on its way. That's not.
Yeah, like the other skiff ship, right? All right. Next up are all the ships. The destroyer is going to move forward a little bit, but it is also going to turn, almost like halfway between the breaker and the thing, but not really getting within melee range of it, staying outside the range of its tentacles. The other skiff are going to move closer to the breaker. That'll be their turn. Okay, Tolman, what are you doing?
Sorry, mute. So no more chaos pods or any chaos pods within range that I can see.
You can't see anything on the deck. Anything that's already flown has flown off into the chaos beyond.
Okay, I will just keep an eye out for baddies and hold my action.
What do you mean by keeping an eye out for baddies?
If I see anything that's within range and that's needs to be killed, I will take an attack action.
Okay, but you're looking on the breaker, I'm assuming, right?
I'm looking on the breaker and around, in front of me because I'm in the front of the destroyer.
Okay.
So I'm looking at that 180-degree arc. So.
Okay. All right. This thing is going to continue kind of making its way away from you guys into the chaos. Dr. P?
Kind of same thing for Dr. P. Are we close enough to we can board the breaker or not yet?
And you can choose on this turn to, on the end of your turn, you'll be able to get off your ship onto the breaker because all the skiffs are moving closer to the breaker so they can board it.
Well, then on Dr. P's turn, he's going to use his scope and just advantage perception, just try this breaker through little windows. Just that's how he's spending his turn to see if he can spot any other potential danger on the ship.
Okay, so.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Okay, so I have to explain it anyway, but I'll say it anyway, even though you rolled that. So you'll see that on the breaker, so again, you can see the main deck, and portions of it looks like it's been through some kind of it's got burn marks on spots of it. Looks like some acid maybe dissolved portions of it. A couple spots look like it's been bashed, and you will be able to see there's a couple of holes on different spots of the ship as well. We're not sure if it's from that spawn thing or something else busted it open, but there's 3 good-sized holes, one on one side, 2 on the other. But with that perception check, so go ahead.
With the same turn, can I? So he's got, with the tinkering skill, that gives him kind of like extra kind of proficiency, looking at magical, technological, alchemical items. would this be considered like a magical ship floating here in space or something? Or can he tell if the damage? Basically, what I want to do is figure out if the damage is too significant as to make the ship unstable, or if it's safe to basically board and occupy.
Okay, so there's a lot of things you just said there. So you're trying to determine whether or not the ship is safe to board. I heard that portion of it. And you also
just to see if the damage that it has sustained is like too severe as to hinder its ability to be an effective ship, more or less. I want to make sure the ship is still sailing worthy here in the astral or the chaos plane.
Okay, and what was your preference for a skill check to roll for that?
Well, I was just thinking history in this case might work, just if it's a tinkerer-related thing to these kind of floating magical technological ships. But that's what I was kind of asking for your opinion.
Nah, not history, because again, these are new to you. They don't have these kind of ships in the way these operate, at least, are not in the material plane. Your cousin's ship is ran by an air elemental. That's how it maintains its flight. This is totally different. So history is not going to be one of them.
I got you.
That makes sense to you.
Yeah, so we'd probably just go back to the perception roll then. I get it.
Okay.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right, Twig.
Twig is gonna ready his bow in case something pops out, but as soon as he can, he's gonna board the break.
Okay. All right. So let me just ask this question about all of you guys before I just cycle through. Is everybody planning on doing the same thing of boarding the breaker, or is anybody going to go after the spawn thing? Or anything different than that?
I'm gonna wait where I'm at.
I will continue to fire at the spawn thing.
Okay. So Sylvia, go and give me one last attack. Then I'm probably going to switch maps for you guys.
Okay. Oof.
Unless something bad happens.
You know what? I am going to. I'm gonna firebolt this thing. Let's see, 3d10. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna firebolt this bad guy.
Something about being on this ship and the way it's oriented, just you can't quite get your attacks to line up, and it just goes wide. You miss the entire thing. As a giant as it is, you miss it completely.
God damn it. Okay.
All right,
We had Silith on that ship for a minute.
All right, so on the ship's turn, all of them come within boarding distance of the breaker. And now I'm going to move you guys to a different map because this guy is going to continue to kind of exit away from you guys. You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so give me a second to kind of set this up if I can. All right, so we are out of initiative order for right now. I'll bring it back up if we need to. All right, so this map you see, so the top section, this is the main deck that you guys can see from where you guys are. Each one of them is going to show, the lower decks. You obviously can't see those yet, but I'll say that, 1 skiff, 2 skiff, 3, and 4, and then destroyer is going to load from this side. So, guys, go ahead and place yourselves about where you would be when you first get on the ship. Let me know if you need me to drag your token onto the map.
I need a token.
Okay. I will drop you in there, Sylvia. Anybody else need me to drop you in there?
Yeah, I would drop in. Toman is if I'm. Thank you.
Okay. Who am I missing? Anybody? I assume I'm missing somebody. Missing Professor P?
No, he's beside me.
Oh, yes. Okay, sorry.
Usul.
He's in two places now.
I'm missing Usul.
I was going to stay on the other ship.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll just move you over here for right now. If you're staying on the other ship. So this is just for reference. The ship, that thing is not on the ship right there, but that's approximately how big it was compared to the breaker. And you can kind of see, let me move this thing out of the way, since he's not there anymore. So you can kind of see on this little diagram here some of the holes that are on the hull of the ship. And where I've got these black marks on the map, that's where there are basically breaches or holes in the hull. So nothing on the main deck, but on the sides you can see right there.
Ryan, can we do some kind of like check, like Arcana? I know I keep coming back to this, but I just want to figure out if it's like
To figure out what? If the ship is still
bottom of the boat and it was
if the ship is still operational?
yeah, like obviously I know this thing works differently, but like Professor P's
Yeah, without even give me a roll. I mean, you know, you've been in this plane long enough to know that these things float on some kind of power of the arbiters. So it's not going through water, it's not going through solid material, as long as the arbiter keeps that air pocket around it. So these holes in the ship, while it may affect it maybe partially aerodynamically, it's not going to prevent the ship from moving or navigating.
There are no holes.
You daft fool! There's holes. I can see them.
But they don't sink the ship, Twig.
As you said, that the ship is still kind of listing. It's just kind of slowly making its way, not towards the near edge, but it's kind of going parallel to that edge. So if it keeps going that same path, it will eventually kind of sink into the chaos.
Though we probably might want to find our friends and get off this tub.
Yeah, this is all on you guys. What do you want to do next?
Toman, go below.
Nothing in the top deck. I'd move down. I'm gonna be cautious.
Okay, so as you guys go down, just kind of put yourself on the stairs that you're going down, just so I know where you are. Yeah, the stairs are on these four corners. There's stairs there, there's stairs here. Okay, so you are going down though, right?
Yes, I'm going
Yeah.
down.
Okay. So as you guys come down to the lower deck here, technically, let me see which way these stairs are going. Yep, they're going this way. It's gonna get around this lower deck because you basically this is the upper section. These stairs still go down to like the main deck right here that you can still see. If that's what you meant by going down. Professor P, what about you?
Professor P managed to restore the ship, or can he stay up top? He's man in post, man. He's gonna shoot down any chaos pods that come.
Okay, yeah, you can stay right there if you want. Sylvia, you doing the same?
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of watch out for anything coming in to attack.
Okay.
P, call out if there's problems.
Exactly.
Okay, Usul?
By people, or would we just abandon them? Like the guys are still on the skiffs.
Yeah, there's crew on them.
Oh, you're asking if any of the crew's coming with you?
Well, I assume there's a crew on here. I don't see them yet, but like the crew that's on the skiff, are they going to keep flying with us this whole?
No, the skiffs are actually next to the breaker itself. They're trying to help steer the thing or keep it out of the chaos, if that makes sense. I mean, if you ask, some of the crew will hop on board here with you as well. But their intention right now is to let you guys go search for the crew while they kind of keep the breaker from going into the chaos, if that makes sense.
It's Friday, a couple too many drinks. I was thinking that the breaker was like our end goal, but we're just trying to save the ship.
Yeah, what they told you is that the Arbiter has sealed himself inside his Arbiter room, the throne room, from that cryptid message he got. That there are some survivors, but they've kind of barricaded themselves inside the Arbiter room within the
Got
ship.
it. Doesn't change anything. Baymax and Professor P are going to stand watch on top of the ship just to protect it from future damage, and they're going to he's going to trust that Twig and Toman are able to go down and rescue the people.
Okay. A few of the crew grunts will join on board with the deck, kind of keeping a watch out as well. Okay. All right, so Twig and Toman, you guys coming out. You're still on the main deck right here. If you want to continue to go down lower, you're going to have to search where the other stairs are. There's a door
that's
on
right.
one side,
Twig's
door
not
on the
seeing
other.
the other stair.
Right.
Toman, where's the other stairwell?
Yeah, the door is ajar there, Toman. It's not shut all the way, but it is ajar. Yeah, you can definitely go through if you want to.
Twig looks through the front door.
Okay. Again, just you can open that door, but the door ajar, and you see another door beyond there and a hallway further down.
He checks both the other doors.
Okay. Check the door, meaning like what? What do you mean by check the door?
Opens and looks in the room to see if there's stairs or people in there.
Okay. Toman, what are you doing?
I push my way through the door. I'm listening and proceeding cautiously. Then I'm going to this door here. Is it locked or open?
It's open.
I should say shut or open. Push it open. See if there's anybody in it.
All right. Do you guys still see the initiative order?
Yes.
Okay. So we're staying with the same initiative order because, well, none of you guys know it yet, but Twig, you see what you see. So you come in that door, you see one kind of up in the corner. It kind of got a couple mouths on it to open up and kind of hisses at you. It's retreating back into the corner almost like it's scared, but it's showing some fangs and some tentacles and something else that could do some damage.
Twig slams the door.
Okay. It's not
and
damaged.
Looks for a latch.
There's no latch on the outside.
Damn. He takes out one of his daggers and tries to jam it shut if he can.
Okay. Give me a... What kind of check would that be? Give me a... Try to jam. A strength check.
Strength check, okay.
You take the dagger and you kind of start stabbing the door, but nothing seems to be kind of penetrating through it. But you can't seem to... That dagger's not... It's not working. You can't get that door to stay shut.
You realize I have a +6.
Yeah, I see that.
Toman! Toman!
On my way.
Had to get him off the lair since you closed the door.
Yeah.
Does Professor P hear any yelling?
Yeah, you
probably because I'm right below your feet.
Yeah,
right.
You definitely hear him.
Baymax, go see what's going
Can
on.
I get to him from where I am?
Get to Twig.
Oh, he's in the doorway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm in the doorway. You can see me.
It looked like a solid wall. I'm like, do I have to go upstairs? Anyway, so there's 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's as close as I can get to you.
That's close enough for me to relay what's in the room while you're approaching.
Excellent. Right behind you.
Okay.
No.
Help is here.
Okay.
Take one step back and half a step to the left.
Wonderful.
Right.
Can be really. This is really stupid. I'm gonna open the door and use my. He's too close, far away. What spells do I have? Nothing
he was
useful.
far away. This is evil, Brian, putting these exploding chaos pods in close quarters.
Okay. Let's see how stupid Twig is today.
So before you say anything, Usul, back on your destroyer ship. Yeah, I'm assuming you and Sylvia are still kind of keeping your eyes for the sky. You guys can give me a perception check if you want, Sylvia and Usul.
Coming up.
Okay, so I'm assuming that 15 is your own, not the 34.
Yeah, my advantage is on. That's all.
Okay. Don't see anything in the skies. You can tell just by watching the ships that they've all kind of surrounded the breaker on each side, and they're kind of slowly kind of moving it away from the edge of the chaos, keeping it within this giant air dominant pocket. So everything else you guys want to do, you guys want to stay there keeping watch.
I'm just gonna keep on keeping on.
Okay. All right. So Twig, now what were you going to say or do?
Well, Twig's not feeling particularly smart there with that wisdom roll of 5. So he kicks the door open and charges in.
Okay.
Wait, what are you doing?
All right. So
Nothing intelligent, that's for sure.
let's make him visible again as you come through the door. So go ahead and step through the door. Since you said you're stepping through the door.
I think Twig should have to roll an intelligence check to do this since he already got blown up once.
He did. I rolled a 5 on that wisdom check. Say,
Alright, so as you step through the door, you are greeted by this monstrosity looking thing, like a pile of big blue pudding with like one big red eye, but one big tentacle comes from the top of its head and slaps towards you as you walk through the door. And where is it? Oh yeah, this thing. Ooh, shit, I'm assuming a 22 hits you, right?
I'll take the 9 damage off.
Now, the damage is only 4 at the bottom. It's 1 plus 3. The 9 is what part of the body it hits you on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. It slams right into your chest. And you immediately feel this. Oh, give me a con save. Oh, very nice. Okay, you're able to kind of
Nice.
slough off the thing. You can feel like something almost digging to you, and you knock it off your chest before whatever it is can kind of sink in through the skin. But it's rearing back all its tentacle like it's getting ready to strike again.
Doubled axe attack. I've already rolled them. A 10 and then a 21.
Okay, those both hit. And you see it kind of slough off, like one tentacle just falls to the ground, kind of dissolves or disappears or dissipates or whatever you want to call it. The other big chunk right down the center of it, and you see like where your axe goes in, it splits open for about like a 45-degree angle, and you watch as fangs kind of grow where the strike is, and it turns into like a big maw that turns towards you.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, at least it didn't explode on you.
Yep.
Alright, so Tolman, you got time to react, to come in there if you want. I'm kind of doing off-the-cuff initiative order at this point.
Can I see the creature from where I am, or do I need, if I step up
I mean,
to...
Tolman's not a tall guy, but neither are you. You can kind of see bits and pieces of something beyond Twig, but you don't have a good view of it, no.
So I'd be shooting at disadvantage?
Correct. And if you roll really bad, you're going to hit Twig.
There's not... I'm just going to yell, Twig, get down. And let's see. Actually, first we're going to fire off Hunter's Mark. I believe that's a free action. It's been
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Is that with disadvantage? Roll more time, Toman. Okay, even with disadvantage.
So 18.
Kind of like tell him to duck, and I guess Toman,
Yo.
go ahead.
Get down! Ka-twang!
Little fluff of Twig's hair kind of goes swishing by as the bolt goes flying by it. So it's 10 damage for the first one.
My mustache.
Yeah.
You got wax on the bolt.
So as the thing opens up its mouth, kind of looking at Twig, you send a bolt right through the center of it, and you see the thing kind of get slammed back into the wall as the bolt goes right through its mouth into the back of it. And it's kind of stuck to the side of the wall, kind of writhing a little bit, and it kind of dissolves off of the bolt, plops on the ground, and slowly starts to kind of crawl towards Twig.
Get out of there! I have action points left over. I'm going to back up 5 feet. That way Twig can get out.
All right, Dr. P, care to react or do anything?
Twig, I mean, Dr. P definitely yells a couple things to tell going on. Can I move at all, Brian?
Yeah, you got your full movement.
Now, is this level the level that Toman and I are on right now? The level that the creature?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so Professor P is going to stay more than 30 feet back, and he's going to straight up scope this thing. Baymax, go help! He'll move Baymax in there, pull out of there, do whatever. Can I see how close Twig is in relation to this creature? Is it, now that it's pinned up against the wall from Toman's shot, is it far enough away to protect him from the explosive blast?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage, because you're looking through Toman and Twig.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that, even disadvantage. So, looks like the thing may be within the splatter range, based upon what you saw before, for Twig.
Shit, I wish I knew Twig's reaction ability. Shit, Twig seems intent on killing this thing, so rather than him do it with the hand axe, Professor P is going to shoot a shot at it.
Okay, at disadvantage.
You get 20 to hit, 6 damage. Other attack.
20 to hit? Why does it say 18 then? I'm confused.
No. See, add 2 to the above hit roll due to the scope. So
Okay.
So these aren't adding any damage. So the disadvantage one roll was 20, and the other roll was 27.
All right. Yeah. So the first one kind of screams by Twig's. Or screams by Toman first, and then like as Twig's getting ready to stand back up, it goes sliding by right by his ear, and it slams into it, and it does explode. Twig, give me a dex save at advantage, since there's so little of it left.
Oh, thank God.
Well, let me read what the save is. I gotta go look at this.
Heck, guys.
You got good dex. That's what I thought, man. I was like, I know he's got to have good dex. I mean, plus 9 is like significant.
All right, so the DC was 12. So now I got to figure out how I want to do this. All right, so normally you would just
gave me the save at advantage.
Oh, you're right. I did. Yep, you're correct. Thank you for that. Okay, so yeah, so you almost expecting this thing to explode, even though ironically you're like keep whacking at it. It explodes and you like duck at the last second. Well, hell, I've been ducking bolts. I might as well duck some splatter shit. And it goes splattering up above you onto the wall right next to the doorway. But you're able to avoid getting hit by it this time. And you see it, watch it kind of dissolve and almost like melt in between the cracks of the hardwood floors. And that's it for that round. Usul, Sylvia, anything different you guys are doing? Sylvia,
I think that's all being taken care of, but by
Okay. Sylvia, you would have heard some kind of commotion going on down there. You guys staying put?
I'll go to the stairwell, and I'll kind of yell down, "Is everything okay? Everything seems to be okay up here."
Twig's trying to get himself blown up again.
There's another door this way. Come on.
Stop. Nobody move.
Hammer time.
Dr. P,
You
Get-
beat me to it only because I couldn't hit mute.
That's funny.
Dr. P, give me a perception. Okay, you hear it before you see it as one comes erupting out this door right behind you. So no surprise round, but I am going to wipe out this turn round. Everyone roll initiative again once I do this. Okay, roll initiative again. Oh, look at me, my horrible initiative.
Me too.
Okay.
Oops, for some reason, Brian, I rolled twice. My whole like attack thing, all my tokens aren't showing up for some reason.
So what's your initiative
you
be?
got a
12?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so Tolman, you can see something jump out from the door behind Dr. P, and I'm sure Dr. P would have laid out some kind of exclamation as a free action, so what would you like to do here, Tolman?
I will spin myself around, right round, baby like a record, and shoot. Actually, I'm going to move first. If I'm there, is the ballista going to block my shot, or can I shoot through it without an issue?
No, you can get around it.
Excellent. And I get 2 shots. So first one. This is normal. 14 hit.
Of course it hits these things.
Oh, okay. Second shot.
Slams into it. Hear a hiss sound,
Right.
almost like air escaping somewhere. This one the same one?
Second one's a. Yep. Second one, same one. Well, if I can see one, both of them are going to go into it. So the second one was a.
Alright, Dr. P, give me a dex save. As this thing explodes right next to you. You turn around and look at it, and just boom! Explodes right in front of you. Oh, very nice. Look at you, lucky bastards. You're able to jump out of the way as stuff goes flying everywhere. You're like brushing yourself off as you rolled away, just surprised as hell that nothing landed on you.
That was just good tactics, my friend.
An excellent
He gives
dance
Tolman
moves.
He gives Tolman a nod of approval.
So Sylvia,
Thumbs up for me.
technically where you are, Sylvia, is right here. So you need to give me a dex save as well, with advantage. Oh shit! And Sylvia, now you can give me a let me read it before I just say it. Here, I'll put it in chat so you guys can see it.
Sorry, was that a con or an arcana check?
That was a dex save to avoid the explosion.
Can Dr. P make some kind of check to drag her with him?
If you give me a either an athletics or an acrobatics check, I'll allow that. So yeah, you actually bump her into the chaos. That's why she failed. All right, so I need to roll a d12 for you, Sylvia.
Oh, so I don't make a con save or anything?
Nope. When you get the dex is to avoid getting hit by it, and once you get hit by it, you're infected, and it hits you in the chest. So you feel this thing immediately start to kind of seep into your skin, under your skin, and you can feel like something strange happening below the surface of your skin.
Does the same go for Daisy?
Oh, let me have her do a dexterity save with advantage since she's kind of inside your pouch or something, I'm assuming. I always forget about her. I'm sorry about that. Or maybe I shouldn't be sorry about it because now she may die. Yeah, she's able to avoid that. She kind of like hunkers down in her bag and the bag doesn't get hit by it, but you do. So let me give your token a little green thing there. Alright, so on your turn, what are you doing, Sylvia? Or did I skip Toman? I skipped Toman. No, Toman hit it and exploded it. Yeah, it's Sylvia's turn.
Well, I yell at Tom, like, what the hell was that for?
I killed it, didn't I?
Yeah, we could have killed it somewhere else. And the blast
All right,
radius
you take it home with you next time.
the blast radius on these things is 10 feet?
That's what you just experienced, yes.
Okay, then I am going to blast this one since it does not. Oh wait, I'm on the stairs though, so I can't.
No, you're on the main deck.
You're on the same level. So this is
Oh.
basically the door right here on the same level where you guys are, and this thing is on the same level as you guys. If that makes sense. This up here was the roof to this section.
Okay, that makes sense. So then, if I come over here, I want to blast this one with Did I? I can't remember if when I fire bolted it last time, it didn't do anything, did it?
You missed horribly.
No, didn't. I firebolt one from the deck when we were flying through space.
Give me a wisdom check. I'm putting something big in the chat just so you guys can read all this. Yeah, you remember before on the other ship when you guys were fighting on it, you hit one of these things with a firebolt and it didn't seem to phase it. So does that change what you want to do?
Brian, did we determine what effect it had on Sylvia when it exploded, or no? I might have missed that.
Other than maybe hearing her scream, and Sylvia, you're kind of feeling yourself like almost like having labored breathing at this point. Especially while you're yelling at Tolan what the hell he's doing, you can feel like a burning sensation in your lungs. So you do an acid splash towards it, huh? You see
And I yell, I feel like my lungs feel like I just entered the bathroom after all you guys.
Right,
On taco night?
So you release this acid from the palm of your hand. You see it just strike true, lands right into the center of this thing, and almost like covers the thing with a soft wetness. And you see it kind of shiver a little bit, and you watch the little bit acid you can see almost get absorbed into its skin.
Note to self.
Okay. Also, note to self for you, since you got hit in the chest, you have disadvantage on all dex, strength, and con checks, saves, and attacks. Okay. Anything else, Sylvia?
So I have disadvantage on dex, strength, and con, right?
Correct. Whether check, whether to save, whether to attack. Because again, you're feeling very labored in your breathing, like you're having a hard time catching your breath right now. Okay. Anything else, Sylvia?
Just crying. Labor
Okay.
crying.
So, I gotta ask this metagame question. Since Silith and Diddy aren't here, the characters aren't really technically here, does anybody else have that Greater Restoration or anything?
Professor P on this turn, he has that.
Don't worry.
Once.
We got this.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because if no one else had it, I was going to bring those guys in. Because that would be unfair to you guys.
No, we're good. But
Okay.
between Twig and Professor P. Professor P has one go of it, and I think Twig has it as a prepared.
Usul does as well.
Well, I don't think Usul's doing much good from the destroyer at this point, but good to know. All right, anything else for Sylvia? I'll take it as a no. All right, Twig, you're up next.
Twig comes walking by Sylvia, and as he walks by her, says, "Quit your crying," and touches her as he moves past.
Okay, so if you guys read the wall of text there, that basically stops the spreading of it, so you don't have to worry about any more damage being done to you. But it won't spread anymore once he's done that to you. It doesn't heal you, but all it does is just prevent it from spreading.
And he continues toward the other one.
Okay.
Thank you. It's in my lungs, Pa.
Alright, what's Twig doing as he approaches?
All he can do because he uses action to heal her.
Okay. So you're just standing there defiantly in front of this thing?
You know, he's got his axes out.
Get the fuck Professor P thinks that Twig's movement should have stopped 5 feet ago.
Oh, I guess he wants his other hand to match. I don't know. Alright, Dr. P, your turn.
Here comes the pain. Arrow barrage. Hits for 15 to hit and 16 damage.
16 damage. It slams into it. You see it kind of writhe back again where it hit, right in the center of it. Kind of opens up, and you can see a tentacle explode out where the hole was.
Oh, and then here's another big one. So 16 to hit and.
Is that 20 damage?
Yep, 20.
Alright, Twig, give me another dex save. Son of a bitch. This was not with advantage because you're running towards it as he shoots it. So you get slammed by this thing just like Sylvia did. Let me roll a d12. Oh shit, you got hit in the head.
Twig,
Nice.
stay away from these creatures! 15 feet! Use your effing bow!
He can't use his head now. Okay, so you feel this searing pain kind of starting to course through your brain like a very massive headache. I mean, it's so strong you're having a hard time just coherently, just your vision's kind of getting blurred and just having trouble just focusing. So you have disadvantage on wisdom, intelligence, and charisma checks until this thing is potentially healed of you.
Okay.
Alright, so that's it for those. Okay, so we're out of combat for right now, but Usul, anything you want to do on your turn for this round?
Would I have heard them in need of healing?
You would have heard at least everybody that's kind of leaning off the edge of the destroyer seeing this, because again, these guys are still on the main deck, and the destroyer is technically right here. So technically, let's move you over here. I'm not sure you would have seen what's inside here, but you would have seen, the little ruckus that happened over here earlier. May not be this close, but you're close enough where you can see it.
Okay.
That answer your question?
I'll wait to see what happens then. Yep.
Okay.
I'm good.
Alright, so we're out of combat. So, popcorn now. Whatever you guys want to do next. Actually, we're not out of combat. Let's keep going, because Twig is inflicted with this thing. So, Usul, are you going to do anything about that? From where you are?
Not from where I am.
Okay. Tolman?
Oh, wait.
I've got all I have that would help him is either a healing potion or a light heal. I don't know if that's going to make a difference.
I can take care of the affliction. I just need the healer to put my head back.
All right, so I will run up and oh shoot! I just closed my character sheet. Hang on. And I do have cure wounds, so I will reach out and touch Twig. This will help your headache. A little.
Okay.
So 4 points of healing.
All right. Anything else from Tolman?
Not that I know. I don't think there's anything else I can do, so I'll just stay with Twig.
Okay. So that was a cure wounds. You did have to move up next to him at least. That's a
Right.
touch spell.
Yeah, I had to reach out and touch him, so here we'll just move myself.
Okay. All right, Sylvia. Anything you're doing?
I am just, I guess, going to take one last final peek above the deck to see if there's anything coming down on us, and if not, I'll just follow.
So you're looking where? I'm sorry?
So I'm gonna look because we came down to this area,
Correct.
and this was like the deck.
But
Mhm.
this is
I'm gonna
still
look.
this area is actually still the deck.
Yeah, this is
It's
open.
just-
This is open to the. There's no roof to this section.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just follow, but stay behind and keep my eyes on the sky.
Okay. All right. And Twig.
Well, he's going to cast because the healing helped, but it's not going to stop the problem. Cast that on himself. And then he'll walk in here and look in this other door.
Okay.
Wait!
All right. So you kind of place your hands upon your own head, and you can feel like the throbbing, weird sensation. Your eyesight starts coming back into focus, where you can almost like concentrate again, and it does kind of fade away. Get rid of that little token thing on your. All right. So yeah, this door right there was ajar. This door right here is actually shut.
Well, he'll push the one that's ajar open and look in.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself in there.
I didn't say I was going in. I said he'd look in.
Oh, okay. All right, you open the door up, and you can see what looks like maybe a mess room or the dining table. A couple chairs that are kind of laying out on their sides, like someone left this room in a hurry. But you don't see anything else in there.
Okay. Are we in combat round still?
I don't know. You tell me. Yeah, no, we're out of combat.
That's there to.
We're out of combat.
Okay, then he'll move on down the hall and try to open the door at the end of the hallway.
Okay, it's not locked. It opens towards you.
Okay.
You gonna go ahead and open it?
So he'll open it and look in.
Okay. As soon as you open the door, you're greeted by this wall of dark material that's basically like covers the entire opening of the doorway, and from what you can tell, looks like it even seeps into the walls next to you.
Professor P, come here. You gotta see this.
I'm coming.
And I'm heading down the hall behind.
Look, the door is black.
Can Baymax kind of push through the darkness?
The dark black thing that's a doorway.
Yeah.
Well, I guess on the map you can, but it's solid. It's not like a liquid thing. It's a solid stone or rock or something that's blocking the way.
I thought it was like dark shadows or like a liquidy creature. Or
No,
something.
it's something
So I had
solid.
pictured my-
Maybe you should knock.
Baymax, roll into that thing really hard.
Okay.
Twig has stepped over out of the way.
Okay, just for the hell of it, give me a strength check from Baymax.
Oh, he's really strong.
You guys hear a big old tong, and you see Baymax is kind of vibrating a little bit in space, but doesn't even scratch it.
Well, not getting in there. There's a stairwell. Who's going down first?
Me.
Okay, me.
So, Professor P, you're going down first? Yep.
I'm following.
Twig will take up the rear.
All right. So Professor P, as you come into this room, it appears to be it's more of like the barracks slash. Could be a mess hall here as well. A couple tables with chairs that have been kind of scattered out. All these rooms have doors that are partially ajar. Also see a door down this far end. A couple doors that lead towards the back side as well.
We should stick together. No splitting up. Then I look at Twig. No splitting up. Oh, you won't be. Which
Usul,
way?
Sylvia, you guys staying put or?
Yep.
Okay.
Come put your fun token on that square right above Professor P, Sylvia.
Hole here as we come down these stairs.
I'm sorry?
Is there a hole there when we come down the stairs?
Yeah, there's a hole right here that's kind of been ripped through the side of it. You can see out into the chaos beyond. Matter of fact, you can probably see part of the skiff that's over here kind of pushing or rubbing up against the breaker on this side.
Okay.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
Baymax, begin the scouting.
Okay, who's going where, guys?
Stop it.
Twigs took the lead for a bit. He's gonna let the others fan out. He's still got a headache.
All right, so
I'm gonna go down the
I'm gonna
hall
send
here and
Baymax
poke
to
my
the
head
rear.
in these rooms.
okay, so first things first. I saw Sylvia move up to this door first, so I'll cover her first. All right, Sylvia. So do you push the door open or you just walk in?
I put my ear. Is the door ajar? Or
Yeah, this door's ajar.
I peer in.
Okay, give me a perception.
And roll initiative.
It reminds me of your all's group in that stupid castle. The cats going off on their own.
Cat going off on their own.
Yep. All right, Sylvia. So as you kind of peer into the opening of the door, you can see just right off the bat, there's a couple barrels. Looks like maybe some kind of dry food or some kind of supplies. But you don't see
Okay,
any
but I don't-
signs of danger.
Then I will continue into the room to the next door.
Okay. Okay, so before we go
and
to
do
that
the same
door,
thing.
I'm gonna go around the room with everybody. Okay, Baymax went basically through that door. That's what I
Yeah,
saw.
Professor P. What his plan is like he takes the non-meat shield. So Baymax will just bust through doors if there's an enemy present. Professor P is a safe distance away and will unleash the fury.
Okay. Oh, and in hindsight, I forgot. Sorry, Sylvia. I need you to give me a perception check with disadvantage when you're right here.
It was
That
an
would
8.
have been an 8.
I'm sorry?
I did it with disadvantage. It was an 8.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Alright, so Baymax basically rolls through here and just basically busts the door open. Doesn't bust it open, it's ajar, so it kind of bangs into it and rolls in there. You don't have sight through him, so I can't tell you what you see.
No, but Professor P is on the, like, he always takes a point position behind Baymax, so does he see anything or no?
Give me a perception. Alright, so you watch intently as Baymax rolls up there and just kind of bangs the door open and comes rolling in. You can see what looks like maybe a table beyond Baymax and maybe another door, but that's about all you can see.
Okay.
Okay, so next, Dr. P, were you going somewhere or looking somewhere?
No, I think that would be Dr. P's turn. He's
Okay.
he's just instructing Baymax to kind of move in front of him as he readies himself to unleash the fury.
Okay. All right. So Tolman, you were kind of looking in this door, going into this door.
Yeah, if the door's ajar, I would just push it all the way open while remaining in the hallway, looking.
Okay. So before you say that, I just want you guys to know this right here, that's basically like an open section that you can view the lower deck down here as well.
The cargo hold.
Right. So if you want to change what you're looking at because of that, I'll allow that. It's up to you.
So Dora would look down there first.
Okay. So give me a perception.
That one.
No, even with a plus 10 on that. Okay, so hold on a minute.
We have gotten more nat ones in the last probably 5 minutes than we have in a very long time.
Okay, so you can't give it a cursory glance. You can see what looks like some extra masts, maybe laying on the floor here, and a couple barrels. You can see just right on the edge, maybe some more rooms off to one side, but that's as far as you can see, or as much as you can see.
Okay.
Okay, so that brings us to Twig or Usul. What are you guys doing?
Twig's taking up a guard position on the stairs and has switched to his bow.
Okay, so you're just readying an attack if you see something, or?
Yep.
Okay. Usul, anything different for you?
Nope, I'm still waiting.
Okay, you can no longer see them. You're just scanning the skies out above, right?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. All right. Back to Sylvia now. Okay, Sylvia, you're going to look through this next door here, right?
Correct.
Okay. Are you just pushing the door open? Are you peering? Are you trying to be sneaky? How you doing this?
A sneaky peer.
Okay, so give me a stealth and a sleight of hand if you're trying to slowly open up the door and look through it. Okay, now a sleight of hand. Ooh, okay. So you quietly walk up the door and you went to go touch and push it, and you stumble over yourself and you knock into the door and it slams open real quick. But like if all you see is a hammock, looks like it's some kind of a makeshift sleeping quarters for somebody. Chest of drawers, chest back on this side.
Does it look like there's any struggle here or anything like that?
Shit, you've already given me a sleight of hand and a stealth. That investigation will take your next turn. Okay?
Okie dokie.
Okay, Baymax or Dr. P, what are you guys doing?
I find it doubtful that there's a guy in there, but Baymax will keep rolling to the next door.
Just kind of climbs itself on top of the table.
Yeah, the idea is just straight up roll over shit until he can push that door open enough to make sure there's not an enemy in there.
You watch as Baymax kind of once, twice, and then 3 times skids and gets on top of the table, and the table just breaks right in half, right where he goes over top of it. And he goes up to that next door and he just kind of runs into it, but from your vantage point, it looks like he can't fit through that second door.
All right, well, I feel good. If there's a guy there, then he'll have to contend with Baymax, so I'm okay. Dr. P is going to busy himself with the door to the south of him. Is there anything in this room here? He just comes in, guns ready.
Okay. Guns ready meaning what?
Short bow out.
Attack anything that you see?
Well, not attack anything I see.
I'm playing with you. I'm playing with you.
We know we're rescuing folks. He's not heartless. He's trying to not be a bad gnome, man. He's trying to be a good gnome after that last incident in which he blew up that Githyanki.
Okay. All right. Now, as you walk through, okay, you're not being stealthy. You're not doing anything, right? You're just walking right through. Correct?
No, he's not being stealthy. He's straight up beast mode right now.
Okay, you step into there and you look off to your right. You see the hammock. You see a little foot locker. No signs of a struggle. Give me a perception check, Dr. P. Oh, very nice. You will see that right on the edge of that door where you first came through, there seemed to be like there was blood or something red on the floor.
Do I notice the direction in which it came, or when?
It's just like a pool of blood right underneath where the door, I guess, would be if it was closed.
Do I see anything looking up?
Looking up?
Yeah. If
Oh,
it's
the
a
ceiling,
pool
you're
of
saying.
blood on the floor. Yeah. Is it on the ceiling?
No, nothing on the ceiling.
And there's nothing in this room. All right. If anyone is here, we're here to help. Okay, that's it for me.
You scream that?
Hell yeah, I scream it.
Hold, please. Okay. Hold on. Gotta make a note. Okay. Tolman. What you doing?
I'm gonna keep moving.
Moving to where?
Next door.
Meaning you're
Open it.
in this
If
room?
it's not open, push it open. Yes.
Yeah, the door's ajar as well. Again, you being sneaky or you just going
Push
in?
it open. Oh no, I'm being sneaky.
Okay, give me a stealth and a sleight of hand as I can do with Sylvia.
Alrighty. Stand by. Another nat 1. And a 16 for sleight of hand.
All right, so you even with you feel like you're being clumsy. You still like I'm doing okay, maybe, I don't know. It's like then you're watching your feet, how careful you're doing, and you just bump your head right into the door with a thud. Right, but you look inside, see a hammock, foot locker.
Is-
Looks like no signs of damage. Now go and give me a perception.
Alrighty.
Okay. You notice that below the hammock is another pool of blood.
Investigate a little closer.
Okay, that'll be in your next turn then. But go and move yourself in there if you want. Okay, Twig.
Twig, tired of waiting on the others, goes around the corner and looks to see if this is a stairwell here.
Yep, give me a perception right there, Twig. Okay. As you start approaching that area, you see the stairs, but before you see the stairs, you can see a faint trail of like blood drag marks, maybe, that kind of are pulled up right there close to the door, but then kind of lead their way down the stairs.
Out loud. Anybody else found blood?
Loud enough for me to
Yes!
hear, I would respond. Yes, got it down here.
Going down the stairs.
No, from
Okay, you can go and move your full movement if you want, Twig.
No, he'll wait right there.
Oh.
He's going to ready an action toward the stairwell.
Okay. All right, Usul,
Which is
you staying put?
low.
Yep, I'm still hanging.
Okay, I'm gonna do this for your benefit. There's not gonna be anything else coming from the skies.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way towards them then.
Okay, all right.
Oh, thank you.
So go ahead and move yourself. That was a smart move, Usul, but I was like, okay, shit, I'm not gonna make something come from the sky. I'm not gonna do that. Not when Usul's by himself.
My token, I'm not
I
able
would.
to move.
You can't move your token?
No, I can click on it though.
That's weird. Let me take a look. What's going on here?
Oh, well, I
was
say
having
that.
that problem before. It's
Yeah.
like Roll20 being slow, man. It's really weird.
Yep, because it just moved all of a sudden.
Okay.
So I think I'm caught up.
Okay. All right. So now we're back to Sylvia. Sylvia, you said you were going to like investigate further inside this room. Is that right?
Yeah, I was going to investigate to see if I see any, like, there's a signs of a struggle or there's anything that would indicate that something weird went.
Okay. So you can give me either a perception if you're just looking. You can give me an investigation if you're kind of like moving stuff around trying to find something. Investigation. Okay. So as you kind of start looking around the room a little bit, you notice that over in this corner, you can see like it's almost like a small, almost like someone took the heel of their boot and kind of smashed it into the floorboard here. It's a small little opening, like maybe 3 or 4 inches tops, but you can see there's like a pool of red blood or something all around that little hole right there.
You should see a doctor, Sylvia.
I yell, I found some blood. And
Yeah, so did I.
so the hole, it goes through the deck.
Yeah, all you see is like a little hole. It's about 3 or 4 inches in diameter, roughly. Like I said, it looks like the heel of someone's boot just slammed into the wood and broke it. And there's blood all around the edge of that.
Likely just a hemorrhoid, but just in case.
I'm going to ignore said comment and say, I think everyone's gone below.
The
Willingly
question
or
is if
otherwise.
it's willing or not.
Okay, anything else on your turn, Sylvia? I didn't hear you if you said anything, Sylvia.
That's it.
Okay. All right, Dr. P and Baymax, what are you guys doing?
Baymax, follow me! And Professor P lunges and then jumps through this hole, activating his ring of Altheum and spinning around like a kid jumping into a swimming pool, doing a twist to see if there's any enemies present, short bow in hand.
Okay. All right, so as you're doing that, give me a perception check, Dr. P. Okay.
Well, P's lost all grasp on reality.
Okay, so no surprise round, but you guys can roll initiative. Because Dr. P, as you drop into here, you watch as quite a few of these pod fellows come crawling out of every little crook and cranny down here. Oh shit. Da 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 da. I'm not done yet. How do you feel about your decision now, Dr. P?
I did mention that Dr. P is flying, correct?
You use that ring of Altheum where you're feather falling, right?
Not feather falling. It's winged boots, man. He straight up flew.
Okay.
He's
All right.
above the ground, peering in, and he's like, "Holy shit!"
Yep. But you see them all around you. All over down in there.
What's the height between decks? So, like, let's say that I jumped in far enough to see. Am I now on? Am I standing on a missile? What is this thing I'm on? Is this a nuclear bomb? Or something?
Those are spare masts.
Oh, makes sense.
And each level is maximum 8 foot tall.
Okay, so he's in the thick of it.
Yeah.
It's okay, you're a gnome. You're only about, what, 3 foot tall?
This is true. So, I mean, I got a good 5 feet to the floor. I'll agree to that. All right. Well, on his turn, jumping in there is a move action. Is he able to take any kind of action?
Just say roll the initiative. Did you guys not hear me say that earlier?
No, but I'll roll initiative.
No.
Yep.
Oh, but do I get an attack round or not? Did
That's
I
what-
surprise them, or were they not surprised?
That's why I had you do the perception roll. Because
Okay.
if you had rolled badly, they would have got surprised around the. Yeah, they all knew you were there. You guys were yelling.
Now Twig was rolling good. There's a bunch of fuckers down here!
Well, leave him down there.
Okay, who's not in? Usul? Did you roll and I miss it?
I rolled, and I'm waiting for it to come up here.
Remember, you gotta click on your
Oh,
token
man,
before you do it.
Mine was doing.
No, I did, and I could see that I pushed the button because it's got a blue border on it.
It's like I still need Sylvia.
Wait,
Hit it again, because that's what mine was doing. That's why I ended up rolling initiative twice last time. But it'll show eventually.
okay, yeah, it's just kind of sitting here.
How about you, Sylvia? Yours not working either? Sylvia? Did we lose Sylvia?
Sorry, no, I had mute on. What did you ask me? My initial.
Roll initiative. There you go.
Put the peanut butter away, Sylvia. Get the small dogs out of the room.
Okay. Usul, yours working yet? Let me add you in there myself.
If you want to,
Yeah.
it'll come up though here.
Can you even see what you rolled?
I say that. Oh, I did roll. Yeah.
What'd you roll?
No, it never came up. I mean, I clicked the button for it to roll.
All right.
It just never displayed anything.
I'm gonna roll for you. Okay. There you go. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Alright, so Twig, you hear Dr. P screaming, there's a bunch of fuckers down here, or something like that. And you're at the top of the stairs. What are you doing? Twig, you there, or am I cutting out?
Sorry. Against his better judgment, he's going to go down the stairs and see what P's yelling about.
Okay, so you get about right here. And you'll be able to see Professor P and all the other things that are down there.
Just so you know, that was the opposite of the strategy Dr. P was going to go for.
I'm sure it was. We've already established that he is being stupid tonight because he will take his bow and do this to
The two that are next to Dr. P, right? At that one right there. Yep, it is the one next to him.
Yep.
Both shots at that same one?
Yep.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, you didn't do a whole lot of damage there. But you do hit both of them. They both sink into it. And Dr. P, you watch with anticipation as two arrows sink into the thing right next to you and kind of hisses and turns what you think is a head back towards Twig, but then it quickly turns its whatever it has, face tentacles, back towards you.
Get out of here, P.
Oh, who'd we lose in roll 20? We just lost Usul, didn't we?
Yeah, but
And he's back.
he's coming back in.
Okay. Okay. Alright, Twig, anything else for your turn?
He'll back a step halfway up the stairs.
Okay. Okay, Sylvia.
I'm having trouble with roll 20, so.
Even from where you are, Sylvia, you'll be able to hear all the shouting and stuff coming from below.
Okay, I head below.
And you'll run to P on the stairs.
Yeah, so
Shit.
you'll meet Twig on the stairs. It'll be difficult terrain to get past him, but you can get past him if you got movement enough.
Do friendlies count as difficult terrain?
Yep.
Yeah. Especially shorties.
Question. So Dr. P is obviously surrounded by a bunch of these ankle liquor things.
That's a question or a statement?
Well, that's a statement. But my question is, Are there insects in space?
Are there insects in space? What do you mean by that? You're not in space. You're in the plane of limbo.
Like if he's going to summon them, there will be if you summon them, Kev.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Are there technically insects anywhere on this ship?
Correct.
Roll me a D100. If you get a 51 or higher, then yes, there will be some insects on here. I won't tell you what they are, but there'll be some insects on here.
Oh.
Brian,
It's
please let them
ours,
be
that's
like critters from the Critters movie.
Ah, there you go. Alright, so in your frantic search of all the stuff, you could have swore you caught out of the corner of your eye a couple of cockroaches.
Okay, in which case, I will. Cockroaches.
Great, and I gotta see what I got. I should have looked what I had available to me before I answered that. Okay, let me check my...
Wait. Let me think here.
Because you're going to summon some kind of giant something, aren't you?
It's possible.
Let's see what I have here for bugs. What's the CR rating of them that you can summon? Just so I can start getting prepared.
It says. God damn it! Spells. Hang on, I have to look it up.
Did I not add something like that under your character things? No, I got companions. I got beast forms. Ah, Sylvia's Staff of Swarms. What I put in there? All I got so far is centipedes, scorpions, and wasps. But I think I have something else still. I guess technically you could summon a spider? Yeah, I'll allow that. Just tell me what CR they are.
Well, it just says up to 10 centipedes, 3 spiders, 5 wasps, or 1 scorpion.
Okay, that's what they are then. They're not giant. Right? They don't say giant wasp or giant centipedes. Right?
Sorry, it says you transform up to, and then a centipede becomes a giant centipede, a spider becomes a giant spider, a wasp becomes a giant wasp, a scorpion becomes a giant scorpion.
Okay. Alright, so for cockroach purposes, I'll...
But wait a minute. So instead, I think...
You broke up. I don't know if you said something or not.
Oh, sorry. I think instead, I am going to swarm a... Wait, is that a good idea? Hang on.
You gotta make a decision, Sylvia.
No, I'm just gonna summon 3 giant. I assume it's. Are they more like?
I'm gonna, since they're cockroaches, it doesn't matter whether I pick centipede or spiders. They're gonna have the normal attack. They just won't have poison because they're cockroaches.
So does that mean I get 10 giant cockroaches?
10 giant what?
So my options are like you transform up to 10 centipedes, 3 spiders, 5 wasps, or 1 scorpion within range of giant versions. So the question is are cockroaches more like centipedes? And
let's go with that.
Okay, so then give me 10 giant cockroaches.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna have room for all this shit in here. Okay, so let's do it like this. Let's say you get 10 of them. I'm gonna put 5 in here. Each one of them will represent 2. How's that? That way we don't have
Okay, I guess.
10,000
I
little
guess.
tokens in here.
Do you want me to roll an initiative for each one?
No, I'll just have them go on your initiative.
Great.
P, why are there bugs?
There's giant bugs everywhere down here.
Raid!
Alright, so does it say they go out as soon as you cast them on your next turn? Tolman, be ready for your turn once Sylvia
I'm
figures
ready.
this out. Sylvia, does it say?
They act on your turn each. The creature remains giant for the duration until it drops to 0 hit points or until you use. Yeah, it doesn't say whether they act on my turn or not, so I'll leave that up to you.
Okay, I'm gonna roll they act on your next turn. They took your action to summon all of them. Or transform them. Okay, anything else for your turn, Sylvia?
Nope.
Okay, Toman.
Okay. Hello. So I'm going to run over here. How far of a drop down below is it from there?
It's roughly 8 to 10 feet.
Oh, that's nothing. Okay.
That's nothing.
And so he's going to shoomp. And you probably want to roll here.
Yeah, do you have anything that protects you from falling damage?
Let's see. With a high dex, I've got acrobatics. Let's see what else would fit into that. I think that's pretty much it. Or a dex save. Which would you prefer?
No, I meant just making sure you have like feather fall or something like that.
No,
helps you
because I don't have my cloak of gliding on or tuned right now.
Okay.
I swapped it out for the gloves last time.
Yeah, so give me a dex or an acrobatics
Dex
check.
save inbound.
No, not a save, a check.
Whoops, wrong button.
Okay, yeah, you're able to kind of land on your feet. You kind of twist your ankle a little bit, bouncing off of those masts. Weren't expecting those to be there, so you only take like 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
2 points. Got it.
But you're able to land on your feet.
And is anything within striking distance?
Well, you see a bunch of bugs. You see Dr. P, and you see all kinds of these little pod things all over. You're right next to one of them as you land.
All right, with the pod thing that's right next to me, I'm going to stab at it with my crossbow melee weapon of doom. Should I close my character sheet again? Hold on. Hit the wrong button.
Oh man, remember they explode!
What? First attack.
Oh shit! Yeah, that hits.
And I pull the trigger.
Well, before you even pull the trigger,
No!
it explodes.
Oh, you wasted the trigger pull.
Well, like that would have helped you guys.
Ryan, can we please retroact that to before you pull the trigger? I clearly said heard you say before you pull the trigger.
No, before you even pulled the trigger. Actually, yeah, you pull the trigger as the thing explodes. Your bolt goes shooting up into the ceiling, and then blam, this stuff gets splattered all over the place. So, Dr. P and Tolman and one of the centipedes and a second centipede with advantage, dex saves. You should have access to those centipedes' character sheets, Sylvia. Let me know if you don't. They should be under the section that says, like, Sylvia's.
You're out here blowing shit up close range.
No, I don't want them to bite. I want them to do a dex save.
They bite at the stuff.
Alright, so the one right next to Toman. Oh shit, they only have 4 hit points. It dissolves. And the second one's able to kind of get out of the way. This one had advantage anyway, so.
Don't they have 8 hit points because they're 2 together?
I got them as giant centipedes, and they got 4 hit points. I can check
Okay.
Monster Manual real quick. but I'm pretty sure I
Sorry,
got that
I
right.
just meant that because each one of those things are 2. So.
Oh,
so
that's
one of
correct.
those stays, right?
That's correct. Okay. Yeah, so just remember you only got one of them now.
Okay.
So let me get rid of the X for you. Oops. How about I get the right one? All right, I'm gonna
It's
give it a
behind
red.
Toman's fat head.
I'm gonna give it a red
Maybe
dot.
a dot or something. Yeah.
Yep. That means half of it's gone. Only has one there. All right.
Oh my God, Tom, there's a laser sight on you. Oh
Toman
God.
does not have a fat head.
That's a big old pimple. All right, Toman. That worked out well. What else are you doing?
Well, I never took my second attack. Can I shoot at the guy that was behind it?
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Ka-twang! Die, you vile creatures of doom.
Are you gonna roll your second attack? I don't see it.
Sorry. My character sheet. I don't know what the. All right, here we go. And this is ka-twang.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
I think that hits.
do you have 2 attacks now, or is that your bonus action?
No, I have the bonus action because when I attack with the. Yeah, I have 2 attacks. I mean, I had 2 attacks last time. So hold
Just
on.
making sure. Because
Oh, that's a
technically,
bonus attack.
yeah, because technically
Yeah.
this 32 up here was your bonus attack that went right through it as it exploded.
Oh. So no, the second attack doesn't matter. Just
Okay.
disregard.
Okay.
I thought
All right.
we rewound that to say, okay, before I pull the trigger, never mind.
I was
So,
going to, but
disregard.
you were too trigger happy.
Sorry. I got all excited.
I know you did. All right. Anything else for you, Toman?
No. I'm
Okay.
good.
All right, Dr. P.
Well, this isn't good. Is there any penalties for firing in melee?
Hey, you have disadvantage unless you have that feat.
No, I don't have crossbow expert, so he's going to do something pretty ballsy. He's going to potentially provoke a few attacks of opportunity and lunge back this way.
Okay, on the same level?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so yeah, we'll get one.
All right, kind of rolling past Toman here. His AC is temporarily 20 just because of that blessing.
Okay, no, that misses in. This one right here kind of swings at him and misses. So he flies back out of the range of the rest of them. So you're kind of hovering over a bunch of these giant little cockroaches that are twitting about on the floor in front of Sylvia as she's coming down the stairs. Anything else, Dr. P?
He resists the urge to squish him. Yeah, that was just his move. Fire a few shots at the one back here to avoid blasting anybody.
Okay.
Ooh, crit
Yeah.
fail.
Another one.
He got an 8 to hit.
Okay. An
Does
8.
that hit or not?
These things are so easy to hit. So you hit it, but just barely. You see like a little bit of piece of it kind of fly off there. But you do hit it, but just barely.
It would do 17 damage, so barely might be 10.
Oh, it's 17? Okay, so that'd be that many. Alright, so you do hit it, but not quite as good as you were expecting.
Go. 19 for 15 damage on the next hit.
Boom, that one explodes. Okay, I need a dex save for this little centipede here. Poor Sylvia. She summons all these
So glad I'm on the
cockroaches.
stairs.
I'm sorry, what, Twig?
So glad I'm on the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the whole purpose of Dr. P here is he's going to systematically take him out. I mean, as far away from everybody as possible, and he keeps, like, nudge, nudge, wink, winking to every party member in his group to do the same.
Okay, so one of them dissolves. So I put a little red dot on that one. Anything else for Dr. P?
Shoot him from afar, Twig and Sylvia. And Tom, stop blowing me.
Okay. Very good. Anybody else want to give a free action response
He's
to
a little
that?
craggy today. Don't splash him with the evil things.
Okay.
Bossy
So-
little thing.
Let me do this. Let me do this. And this. Yeah, this one.
On second thought, nuke the ship and run.
Trying to see if I had any more here that I didn't already have on the layer. I think that's it. As far as you know, that's it. Okay, they're all up. Holy shit,
Where's
guys.
the giant tentacle boss when you need one?
He's chased him away. Okay. Let's see here. So, blip, 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 blip. I'm going to get rid of the red one just so I can see what the hell's going on. And blip, 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 blip. Blip, 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 blip. Oop, didn't mean to spin him around, but that'll work. Alright, so, Toman, you definitely got two of them. Actually, they may attack the cockroach. Let me see. Even, it's Toman. Odd, it's going to be the cockroach. Oh, damn it, I got it on GM Whisper. So let me change that. Okay, what I say? Even, it's Toman. Odd, it's a centipede. For one. Okay, so one each. Okay, the first one here is at Toman. Ooh! You get struck in the chest. Toman, give me a con save. And take 5 points of damage. Oh, shit. Okay.
Failed it.
So, you have disadvantage on Dex, Strength, and Con. Across the board. Checks, saves, attacks. Until this affliction gets cured on you. Holy crap, there's a whole lot of shit
And your
going on here.
chest is like melting down to your ball sack. I mean, that seems to be the most grievous of the wounds. It's not this disadvantage on random skills. It's like your nipple is now somewhere near your belly button.
Yay!
And the second one's going to be at the cockroach. Oh, of course, he misses. I'm assuming cockroach doesn't have that bad of AC, does it? Actually got pretty good AC. So that misses the cockroach. Alright, this one here has got a decision. It's going to be a cockroach. It's going to be Toman, or it's going to be Dr. P. Or another cockroach. So 2, 4, 6, 8. No, D4. 1, 2 cockroaches. 3 Toman. 4 is Dr. P. Cockroach. Cockroach number 2. That's the one that hasn't been hit yet. Wow, they can't hit the cockroaches for shit. This one here got a choice of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be Centipede. 5 is Toman. 6 is Dr. P. Oh, it'd help if I do a D6, not a D8. Oh, okay, so it's Dr. P. Gets one of these at you. I'm assuming that misses. Okay, this one here. Got a choice of Dr. P or 4 cockroaches. So a D6, a 5 will be Dr. P. If it's a 6, I roll it again. Shit. Hey, there we go. Now I got you. So Dr. P, take 6 points of damage and give me a con save. Oh, shit. And you got hit in the arm. Oh, shit. You feel like one of your fingers or your thumb start to kind of melt away. Hasn't happened yet, but you can feel like the whatever it is inside your skin, you watch your hands start to kind of bubble. So that's some serious shit going on here, folks. Okay, and I got this one. It's going to attack one of the cockroaches. Man, if you guys were just cockroaches, you'd be all good. This one is going to attack a cockroach. There, I hit a cockroach. And this one is now completely gone, Sylvia. And that's it for their turn. Usul! You can hear all kinds of
Okay.
screaming going on down there.
Yeah, and I'm going to do a little bit of my own. I'm going to go up to the hole there and yell at everybody to get up here and let's fight them out here in the open.
So you're basically yelling at everybody to come upstairs.
I am.
Okay.
Tell them, get up here so we can all help out instead of fighting down there.
Okay. Is that your turn, Usul?
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody want a free action respond? You can.
They are in the open, you fool.
Okay. All right, Twig.
Says the guy hiding on the stairwell.
Yeah. All right, Twig, you're up. Where are you?
Twig goes up. I'm in this stairwell.
Oh, you and Sylvia on the same spot, aren't you?
He's buried under Sylvia because he's small and she's medium.
Not anymore, actually. He goes up. Let's see. 5, 10, 20, 25. From there, looking through the cargo hold, which ones could I see?
From there, from where you're standing, you can see this one really good, and you can see part of that one.
See really good at work.
Yeah, this is the one you can see really good. Kablam, kablam. 16 points of damage total. Okay, so this is crossbow, right? No, short bow. 2 arrows find the mark, slam into it. You see it kind of writhe back a little bit and transform into something different looking. Kind of like one little tentacle with an eyeball looks up towards you while another tentacle is looking down towards somebody else below. Toman, you. But it's still whole.
Get out of there.
Okay, Sylvia.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to use sorcery points to twin cast haste on Toman and Dr. P.
Oh, wow. Okay, nice.
So let me cast some haste up here. Boom. Oh, that was a close wild magic roll. God damn.
You haven't seen anything wild magic yet.
No, I haven't. So 20. I'll deduct the sorcery point. And with that, I'm going to retreat back up the stairs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And from here, I assume I can see this 2 over here.
From that vantage point, you can definitely see this one. You can see this one. And you can see part of this one.
Okay, so, and as I run up the stairs, I'm going to tell my centipedes to sort of like block the stairs from these creatures and like stop them from getting. And they're going to hold, I guess, defensive actions to stop or attack the slimes as they come out. But not while Dr. P and Toman are down.
Okay, so it's one or the other. It's either they hold up like a dodge action to basically give the attacks disadvantage, or they can ready an attack action or something. They can't do both.
Okay, so they'll ready an attack action for if they get attacked.
If they get attacked? Okay.
If they get attacked or something passes by that's not Toman or Dr. P.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
They're kind of like seaweed when you play octopus. You know, anything comes by and they're like, bam!
Yep. Kind of like that giant tentacle thing was doing.
Exactly,
Yep.
and that's the end of my my turn.
Okay. So nothing that Sylvia was doing, because you asked if you could see these, right?
I did, but I changed my mind as to what I was going to do. So
Okay. Okay.
it's fine.
All right. Okay, Tolman,
So
you can feel. Oh yeah, you need to give me a. I gotta read this. At the start of your turn, I think it is.
Another con.
Controlling the effect. A victim can regain its own shape by using its action to attempt a DC 15 Charisma check. So you can let it go and take whatever action you want, or you can use your action. It's basically it's starting to freak you out watching your. Did you get in the hand or the chest? You get in the chest, right? It's starting to freak you out as you can feel something kind of moving around your chest and you're having a hard time breathing, and it's just starting to freak you out. So a charisma check is kind of like to get your shit
Nipple
together.
to the belly button.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's not a very good check for me. So if I just wanted to retreat upstairs, do I still need to make the charisma check, or
No, you don't have to try
what's
to.
the purpose?
It just would drop to your ball sack instead of your belly.
It will spread.
So-
Metagame wise, it will spread if you don't control it.
Oh, so I have to, the charisma rolls so it doesn't spread. Got it.
Unless you
Okay,
have
well,
some
I
way of
guess
healing
then-
it.
No, I don't know. So I guess I will try a charisma roll. Here it comes. Here comes the natural one.
Charisma check.
Oh. Oh, I thought you
Oh,
said save. Hold on.
That's the same thing for him. That was awesome, dude. You did awesome.
We'll take that first roll.
And
I'll take the first roll
Oh,
because
okay.
you still get a +1 to your checks versus your save, right? So that's semantics
Yeah.
at this point. So that's fine. Okay, so you're able to kind of control the stuff from spreading. You can still feel like something crawling inside your chest or moving around, almost like your entire chest cavity is like liquid and like like Professor P said, you can feel your nipple kind of dropping down to your side.
Got it. All right, and then I will retreat up the stairs.
Okay, you will get opportunity attacks, but go ahead.
And that's where I'll move.
Okay, so I'm going to rule that 2 of them take opportunity attacks. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that beats my AC.
And, okay, so that's a 1. So your leg and foot.
Wait, even with the +2 AC?
Oh, wait, no, that's a 20 then. Yeah,
Now you're hasted. Okay, good for you. All right, so
Oh
one.
my God! Thank you for reminding me about the haste. All right.
Thank you.
One more. Okay, and that one misses you well, thanks to the haste. Okay. Now again, you're not cured of it, metagame wise, but you stopped it from spreading with your charisma check there.
Understood.
Okay? Alright, so that was your action, that was your movement, so you're pretty much done unless you want a free action, yell something or whatever.
Get me out of here.
Okay, and next up is Dr. P. So same thing for you. You can either take a regular. Go ahead.
A couple different things. Dr. P is going to his action rather than to do that is going to be to do that lesser restoration that he has.
Okay.
But before then, he's going to do his move first. So he's going to fly back up through this opening onto the opposite side.
Ah, okay. So you're flying back through there.
Yeah, since he's flying, he's going to fly back through there, which I'm assuming still provokes attacks of opportunity.
Correct.
Um,
You're going to do those first?
Yeah, that's fine. You can go for it.
A 21 on the first one?
Oh, he's got a 22 right now because of the +2 with this breastplate and the 2 haste.
And the second one. And a 13. Okay, so they both miss.
He's going to cast Lesser Restoration on himself with that 1 use per day ability that he just got as the divine benefit.
Okay. All right, so...
He's going to cast it on his arm just to kind of try to negate the spread.
Okay.
And then Baymax, he was like mid-roll off the edge last time, and now he's going to fall right in there with the cockroaches and just start shredding some balls, man. He's gonna attack this weakened one here.
Okay.
And his idea is just explode things.
Okay. Just so I can. Sorry, I gotta refresh my memory. So you have 2 attacks on your turn. So use 1 action to do your lesser restoration, which I'll call attack. Your second one's going to be for Baymax to do something. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So which one is he going to try to attack?
Baymax is attacking the weakened one right here. And unfortunately, he doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but he does do 6, so I don't know if that kills.
Okay. So before that, I need him to do me a dex or a... No, it's going to be a dex save or a dex check as he just drops through there to keep from damaging himself. Or the floor, or the mast.
Oh, I don't care if he gets fucking annihilated, dude. I wanted to land on that creature. If that's even possible, yay. That would make more cool sense.
Yeah, that's fine. With that dex check, yeah, that's cool. He drops right on top of that one.
All right.
6 damage.
Are we
Yeah.
not in a 0G area?
Not at all.
This is relative. Remember, it's relative. Ooh, on that one right there, right? That's the one you chose, right there, right?
No, Brian, the one right underneath him.
No. Yeah, I had to move him so I can get to him.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Alright, that one explodes. And Baymax is made of steel. So... give me a dex check. Was it a dex check or save? I forget. I gotta read it. For the death burst. It's a dex save.
Radiant.
Yep. Dex save with disadvantage since you basically landed on it for Baymax.
5.
Okay. I guess, can you even see him? Yeah, you can see him from there. So you watch as Baymax rolls off the side, slams on it, grinds a couple of them. You see the thing kind of just splatter all over the place. And you see Baymax is now covered in this goo, ooze stuff all over it. Okay.
Any actual damage?
You don't know that, right? You don't feel it, right? You can't perceive any damage on him. How about that?
Okay. You can adjust his hit points or whatever.
Yep.
That's fine.
All right. Anything else for Dr. P?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. These guys are up next, and they're pissed off. Oh shit! There's nobody down there except for these centipedes and this big mechanical thing here. Wonder what they're gonna do. Do-do-do. Ooh. You guys can't see any of this shit, can you? Well, Dr. P can see,
No, but the
Sylvie can
centipedes
see some of
are
it.
ready to attack what.
Right, but hold on a minute. I gotta do something. I'm just disappearing all these ones that you guys can't see, just to keep it fair.
Oh, they're invisible now. God, that sucks.
Okay, so let's see here. They all centipedes had readied actions to attack if something attacked them, right?
Attack or like move past them towards the stairs.
Okay, because every single one of them are getting attacked. So go ahead and roll your attacks for them. So that's 1, 2. No, just give me 4 attacks, and I'll double 3 of them. That makes sense? Okay.
Do I get advantage though?
Why would you get advantage?
Because there's 2 centipedes attacking.
Right, I'm just saying I'll double the damage if they hit, or they'll both miss.
Okay. I'm not good at math, but I don't like those odds. So let's 1, 2.
These are pseudopods.
4.
Okay, so you've experienced how easy it is to hit these damn things. So I said 3.
No, I haven't, because I'm magic and nothing works on them.
That's right. Okay, so you can't even see what they're doing though. You can't even see. You can probably see this one centipede right here, and you see that he does crawl up to it and kind of whack at it with his cockroach claws. I don't know what a cockroach has, but yeah.
I just assume it like nibbles it like it's a tasty piece of garbage pizza or something like that.
And I said since they're cockroaches, they don't get the poison.
Garbage pudding.
Okay, so the first one hits. The second one.
Then I should get 20 cockroaches since they do double damage then.
Alright, so this one does this many. Let me update him. This other
Oh, because the
guy.
poison damage is doing so much. God damn it. Ugh, stupid cockroaches. Why can't space cockroaches be venomous?
Sorry,
all.
man. Sorry, man.
Sorry, Kathleen. That's
All
okay.
right.
Them there's the brakes. I get it.
Alright, so I deal the damage for him. Anything else Sylvia's doing? No, sorry, not your turn. Not your turn. Yeah, it was just them reacting. Now it's the pod's turn. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. I'm going to do the same thing. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them that are all going to attack. I'm going to do 4 attacks. 2. It'll count for 2 each. 2 at 4 total at Baymax. 4 total at the centipedes. If that makes sense. So here's one for Baymax. That counts as 2 hits. A 16 hit.
No, it's 18.
Okay, so 2 of them miss. 2 more attacks for, and they miss on Baymax. These next 2 are at 1 set of centipedes. I'm assuming that hits, correct? Sylvia?
Pardon?
Yeah, their AC is 13.
Yeah, their AC's 13. So the only one it hit, or that hits 3 of them.
Yeah, these 2 are dead.
Okay.
What the heck did I just click on? I did that big wall of text. Sorry, mistake.
Corporal instability. I guess my centipedes are feeling very demoralized after seeing the death of their call.
And these are hit for 8 points. That kills both of them as well. You still got 3 centipedes left, to your knowledge. I guess you have some kind of innate connection with these things that you summoned. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's them.
Curly, Larry, and Mo. Good to know.
Let me switch back to this other layer. Let's do this. Do this. Do this. Okay. Usul. You're up, buddy.
Okay. Baymax kind of messed up my plans, but we'll roll with it. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to slap Tommen around with
Ooh, greater restoration. Alright, Tommen, you can feel like whatever is going on inside you stops. And next time you go to check your chest, you will see that one nipple's dropped about 6 inches.
Excellent.
And your belly button is kind of down on your upper thigh.
Wonderful.
But it stopped. You're good to go.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and position myself a little bit in this direction and wait. Look for the cockroaches and wait with a. I can't remember what it was here. I still have one of these small white globes. I'm gonna collect that and get ready to throw it down the stairs if need be.
I can't remember if I ever documented what kind of an action it is to throw a potion, but I'm gonna rule it's an action. So you're not gonna be able to ready that since you took your action to heal Tommen.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I've got plenty of time. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Twig. You can still see a couple of them down there.
So yeah, I can see a couple of them.
Yeah, you can
Can I
see
see
this
this
one. Not that one, but you can kind of see this one right on the edge of it.
Okay, I can see this one right here, though.
Yeah, that one's plain as day.
Okay, then we will shoot him.
Okay. That's right, you're still only at a disadvantage, aren't you? Because you got one eye. But both those still hit.
Yep.
These things are easy enough to hit. Both of them sink into it. But it's still standing there, writhing with 2 bolts. You can see the bolts kind of dissolve inside of it and drop off the side, but it's hurt a little bit. Is that it for Twig's turn?
Yep.
Okay, Sylvia.
All right. Okay. I've been formulating this plan since magic is very ineffective. And everyone's up from down there, so I'm going to use my remaining charge to summon on top of the centipedes down there, which are doing a great job, by the way. I just wanted to point that out. I am going to use the Staff of Swarming's other ability, which is Insect Play!
Okay, and you can see from your vantage point, you can definitely see this one. You can see part of this one. And I'll rule you can see all of this one as well.
Okay, so it creates a sphere with a 20-foot radius.
Oh, shit.
And I'm going to move to this kind of side where Dr. P is and aim to sort of put it like right here, right by the stair. That would be the center point. So I guess where's that stupid gosh darn line? Snapshot center. Is that it? Yeah. So basically all the way like that area is just filled with insect swarm, and let me pull that up.
I thought there was a way that I could let you guys see the aura. How about this?
Yep.
There we go. I just put an aura around this guy right here to give you a 20-foot radius. That's what you said, right? 20-foot radius? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the spell I'll ping the spell if anyone wants to know.
Yeah, because I imagine these guys got to make saves or something, so yeah, go and put it up there. Because all these guys are going to be affected by it. Holy shit. That's a big-ass radius.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I was going to do that while we were down there, but then I was like, ooh, if they die, that's big trouble. Swarming, biting locusts fill a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you can choose within range. The sphere spreads around corners. The sphere remains for the duration, and the area is lightly obscured. The sphere's area is difficult terrain. When the area appears, each creature in it must make a con saving throw. A creature takes 4d10 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful save. A creature must also make the saving throw when it enters the spell's area for the first time, and ends a turn in there.
Okay. So have you cast this before?
I've never casted it before.
Okay. So I want to point out something to you. It says, 20-foot sphere spin at a point you choose in range. Sphere spreads around corners and does not say anything about choosing people not to affect.
Yeah.
So this 20-foot definitely envelops you guys up here as well.
Ugh.
Which is why I rolled a con save.
Okay.
Well, I'll take... Yeah, that's as far as I can move. So, either way...
Okay, so con saves for all.
Can choose to see. Oh, and I'm at disadvantage, of course.
What's the DC?
No, you were healed, right?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, once you're healed, you don't have that anymore. That affliction.
Okay, so that's a spell save of 16.
So everyone's got to roll a 16 or higher, is what you're saying.
I failed.
Yeah.
All right, so these guys have
don't forget if you have haste, you might get something for it. No, maybe
not for a con
4,
save.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm doing this just here. This will take me forever. That's 5 fails. Wow. I got 8 out of 9 of them failed.
Call that win-win.
Oh, and then I got to roll con saves for the remaining 3 centipedes. Oh.
And then roll your damage. So those of us that failed will know what we got to do.
46. Is it 46? Yeah, it's 46. No, 40-10.
Yeah, 40-10.
Mm.
You do one for Baymax as well, Professor P? 24 points. of
All
damage.
the centipedes are dead.
Those of you can see, just watch as all these insects just go all over the place and bedding into these pods and ripping them apart, and one by one they all start trying to explode. How many of you guys actually failed? Any of you?
I
Common
succeeded. Twig succeeded, but it's still half damage.
Yeah, Sylvia did not pass her own. It's Cruel World. I guess I don't get advantage on it, so no.
Do I need
Not
to
pass.
roll anything for Professor P?
Yeah, everybody up.
Just Baymax.
No, Professor P, Twig, Toman, Usul, con save.
Usu failed and has already taken 44
Professor
points.
P and Baymax rocking.
Take half damage then.
How much was the damage?
It was 24, so half, take 12. And at this point, Baymax is just covered in all kinds of chaos goo as all these things just erupt all over him. And you said all the centipedes died too, right, Sylvia?
Yeah, all the centipedes are dead.
Brian, I'm relying on you for Baymax's hit points. I just deducted 12, but I don't know what he's been taken from these.
I got that off the side here.
Okay.
Again, you don't really know if he's taking damage or not. You'd have to inspect
I
him.
assume I could look at him and be like, Baymax, you're missing 8 panels.
No, you don't see any panels missing, but you can see that this chaos stuff goo is kind of like embedded in all the cracks. You assume that it's gotten inside of it, so you're not really sure. Nothing on the outside appears to be damaged, if that makes sense. But maybe internally, you're not sure. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not going to say what those rolls are for. Just keep you in the dark like a mushroom, and you're happy, right?
Always.
Okay, is that it for you, Sylvia?
Yeah, I guess that's it. And I'm gonna assume that everything's dead down there. Well, I can't really drop it on the same turn, so.
Okay. All right, Toman. You're still hasted.
Well, I'm feeling a lot better. Can I? I'm not going back down the stairs.
Why?
No. So I guess I would just move over here next to Dr. P and gaze down to see if there's any targets.
I yell at him, you might want to leave the swarm.
Yeah, you're still in the swarm there. So let me do this. Let me just drop a random token in here. Just so
Who's in the swarm?
Just so I can put an aura on it. Let me do this. So
Wait,
this is
how big is this swarm?
I'm gonna show you up on top. So this is not a real thing. Here, I'll do this. I'll give it an X. I'm just using this to mark my aura of 20 feet that you guys can see where the swarm is, because it 20 feet, so it's on the second deck as well. Only 10 feet in the air above this deck, but it is on there. So
and each deck is like what, 10 feet high? Is that
correct?
Okay.
Okay, actually, I just realized I missed something. I was in the swarm. I failed my con save. It was 24 the damage I was supposed to take?
If you failed, yes.
Thank you. I wanted to update that. Okay, then I am heading for the top of the ship to get out.
The area is also difficult terrain, in case anyone cares. But don't forget. Yeah, but I have to roll a con save to see if I maintain a haste.
Dude, you are totally channeling your inner Anthony right now. What is going on with you, Kev?
What do you mean? What is going on with me? I didn't.
Yeah, so roll your
Okay.
con save, Sylvia. See if you maintain the haste on everybody.
Oof. Oof.
You took full damage?
Yeah, I took full damage.
Okay, so it's 12 or 12 is what you had to get to satisfy that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Tolman, you're running upstairs?
Run away.
Okay. Okay. All right, and Dr. P, you're up.
Dr. P will not surrender.
Jumping down in there?
Yeah, alright, so I assume I'm going to encounter some baddies, but he's jumping in.
You jumped in there, huh? All right, I got to move you for a second.
I want him to move. He was right there, so I think he'll get outside of the area of effect if he flies over that way.
Yeah, I'll allow that. Give me a perception.
Alright.
All right, so you see this, but no one else does. Let me...
Like the obscure. Not to be a braggart or anything like that.
All right, you see this one up here towards the ceiling, and you see it kind of trying to squeeze through some kind of a crack or something in the ceiling. And you see this one back over here still kind of covered in insects as it's trying to crawl away.
Oh, I'm shooting that one in the ass crack. The one that's trying to squeeze through the crack.
This one? Oh, no, this one up here? Okay. Let's go ahead and see it.
Sorry, I might have made a mistake with the haste because Insect Plague is also a concentration spell. And as we know, I cannot maintain 2 concentration spells at once.
Oh, all right. So I'm not going to make Tolman change his turn, but you guys no longer have haste.
No, oh yeah. So haste goes away, and Professor P shoots 2 shots then instead of 3, doing 35 damage to this guy's butt crack.
And as you expected, it explodes. And I'm going to rule you're far enough away from it that the explosion doesn't reach you. Okay. Anything else for Dr. P?
That's it for right now.
Okay.
Baymax, can he roll out this way or come out this way?
You can make him go wherever he wants.
Baymax, get out of there! And he rolls towards me.
Okay.
All right.
What's his movement? Yeah, he's got plenty of movement.
30. Yeah, he's can do it.
Rumbles through a couple of guts and rolls through a few of the... Now, how's the insect plague work? Only if they end their turn there? Not when they start? Is that correct?
Only if they end their turn.
Okay.
Or they've entered it for the first time.
Okay.
Which they're already in.
Okay. All right. So is that it for you, Dr. P and Baymax?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, so these guys are up next. Okay, we've reached the 3 hours and 10-minute mark. We may have another half an hour. You guys good to go, or you may kind of stop here? You guys tell me.
I'm paid and
Yeah, I got a softball tournament tomorrow, so
Okay. Well, let me at least share this with you guys, since it's their turn. And this one. Oh, you guys
I'm
don't
looking at my 6 5% alcohol drinks consumed during this session.
All right, and those go there. All right, so you guys watch, Sylvia, you watch, as 2 of them come rolling out of this door and towards you, and that's where we'll pick up on the next session there.
God damn it.
told you to check up there.
But I will go ahead and do this con save for this
I
guy.
thought about that, dude. I couldn't believe that we didn't have that area checked out.
All right, so this guy just exploded as he runs away. But that's where we'll stop.
Okay.
That was pretty sick, Brian.
What?
Like 20 of the exploding chaos pods in one small room.
I know. I think Silith would be proud of you, Sylvia, the way you handled that. It's like his giant vortex of whatever it is, the coins that walks into a room and just destroys everything. But
Yeah. Well, I just kind of figured that if I couldn't shoot a fireball in a boat, that would be very irresponsible.
Yeah.
Because that was going to be my second move, was twin fireball and just blow it into the hole. And then I was like, oh wait, fire doesn't hurt them.
All right. And just for future consideration on the insect thing, you can generate any kind of insects when you can with that staff, right?
So that's the question I don't know.
No, I'm telling you, if you like summon something with your staff, then you can basically convert those things into giant whatever they are. So you won't So you wouldn't be limited to what you can find. Right. I'm just saying, if you're in a bad situation, you would eventually figure that out. That you can summon something with your staff, and then you can make those things into giant whatever they are. If that makes sense.
So are you ruling that I can do that, because technically they're both?
Oh, is that the way the insect plague thing works as well? I thought you could choose what kind of.
So the giant insect is a concentration spell, and as is insect plague. And
right, but I'm just saying, once the insect plague thing is done, it's ran its course, you could use those leftover insects to do your other thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so I could get giant locusts.
Yeah, I gotta mark that down if that's your plan moving forward. Yeah, I'd probably just make them like flying scorpions. That's awesome.
Flying scorpions? I'm down for that. No, because then I only get one though. But it's a giant flying scorpion.
I think that's like an imp, man.
Pardon?
Oh, I'll come up with something.
Imps are giant flying scorpions for the most part, with their little stinger on the end.
I'll figure it out, guys. I'll look up locusts and I'll try to come up with something custom for that. That's cool.
You're gonna give me like Jiminy Cricket. He comes up and starts playing some fiddle for me.
Right.
The moon.
Hey, real quick before I cut you guys loose. So I put the post up about the one shot. I just want you guys to put on there who you plan on using. That way I know everybody's ready to rock and roll. Now, will I do that? It probably won't be this week. I may do it in 2 weeks, the one shot, but I got to make sure everybody's squared away on what character they want to use before I pull the trigger on it.
What day was that?
I haven't picked a day yet, but I put a post on the campaign forum about the one shot for the Ingest Siege, and I put in there, just put in there who you plan on playing as, whether it's going to be your backup PC or if you want to use one of the existing NPCs in the city. Just let me know. That way I know you're ready and I can go ahead and schedule it, if that makes sense.
Okay. Then can you send me a character sheet and I'll make a character.
Yeah, you want to make a new one? That's fine.
I want to make a new one. Yeah.
I'll do it right now. I'll add a character
Brian,
sheet.
you guys all have a great night.
Okay.
You as well.
It's a really good session. I feel like Professor P sucked when he was in Mucklestones, and he's been so fun to play in the Plane of Limbo.
Yeah, it's been fun, man.
When the monsters have 8 AC and you can sharpshoot the hell out of them, that definitely makes a difference. So
yeah, these things are real simple to hit. It just, if you get hit, they could really fuck you up. So that's why I kind of designed them that way.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
Yep.
See you, Brian, Jason. See you on
Have a
Sunday.
good night.
Yep. Good
See you
night.
guys later.
Enjoy weekend.
So, yeah.
So I just created your character sheet called Kev's Ingest PC. I'm gonna save it, and you should see it in there. So feel free to make something up.
Excellent.
If you decide you want to do a magic caster, let me know. I'll just copy one of my templates over. You can use that as your character sheet. That way you don't have to load all the spells up again. But this one's just a blank one.
It's not going to be a caster. It's
Okay.
I have a feeling it's going to be you'll like it. You'll like it. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
And what
that's
level
cool.
are we?
10. Level 10 for everybody.
10?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Any questions, comments, complaints about tonight's session? Whoever's left.
Good session.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Enjoyed it.
I was kind of wondering for a while because you guys kept getting close, but you never really would board the ship. I'm like, okay, well I'll try to add something to this air combat thing, but that wasn't part of my original plan. But that's cool. I had fun with that. And I was hoping you guys were not going to keep attacking that damn tentacle thing, because I really didn't want to Well, never mind. I can't say. That'd be like metagaming in case you meet one
No
again.
worries.
Right? I was thinking to myself, why are we hitting that thing? It's taking care of our business. Everybody else
Yeah,
is
I
like,
wasn't quite
"Kill
sure about that
it!"
either, but I was not on the same boat, so didn't say anything.
Cool. All right, guys. Any other questions, comments, anything for tonight?
Nope, so far so
Nope.
All right. Yeah, thanks, guys. I really enjoyed that session, had fun, and we'll plan on getting back in here in 2 weeks.
excellent.
All right.
All right. Have a
Take it
good
easy.
couple of weeks.
You too, guys.